We'll do it for all of the people out there. Look, I once had a coach growing up in Pee Wee sports, Tom. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, you definitely cheated, but that's beside the point. We'll be live, Cowboys-Giants here, breaking down all the picks as they come in. By the way, on our Cowboys stream, highest individual super chat, Cowboys stream only. We'll sign and send the football to you guys like we've been doing in recent events. So that's our Cowboys stream only as we're simulcasting here for the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Those of you just now tuning in, Marshall, let's run through the picks here.
Let's do it. Bryce Young, the number one pick. A lot of people knew that was coming, Tom, but Bryce Young is just the guy that you could trust to be the face of your franchise, a dependent guy. You can depend on him, and a great football player. Easily my number one quarterback in this draft. And I thought C.J. Stroud was getting a lot of hate in the pre-draft process, Tom, but he is the best pure thrower of the football, in my opinion. I know there's a lot more that goes into playing the quarterback position, but I believe he has all the tools to be great. And we always heard that Will Anderson was the guy that the Houston Texans were really high on. They found a way to get both of those guys. Are they the winner so far of round one?
If you don't mind future picks, yeah.
They have plenty of those. And then maybe, I don't know if you want to call it a reach or a little bit of a shocker, but we all knew at some point Anthony Richardson was going to be picked in the top 10. He goes number 4 to the Indianapolis Colts. Then you see the Seattle Seahawks come and add another young quarter, Tom, to an already defensive backfield that is loaded with young talent.
Yeah, it's an interesting pick there. Cardinals trade up, trade back down, get Paris Johnson Jr. Tyree Wilson, a surprise?
A little
to the
bit.
Raiders?
I thought they were going to go Christian Gonzalez at this pick,
but
same. He's on a free fall. Right
Probably
now.
something up off the field, medical, whatever, that's causing it.
Yeah, then you see Bijan Robinson. He's heading down to Atlanta, going to play with the Atlanta Falcons. I think we both have some strong feelings about running backs being picked in the top 10.
Well, how about top 15?
Yeah, but he's a dang good football player, and I think if you're Atlanta, you're just looking for good football players on the offensive side of the football. And then you see a guy that was talked about as the best player in this class and was going to be the number one pick just a couple of weeks and months ago, Jalen Carter. He's heading to Philly. They just want all the Georgia Bulldogs on their defense.
They do.
Oh, man. Then Darnell Wright, after the Bears traded down from pick 9 to 10, they selected the offensive tackle, Darnell Wright, out of Tennessee. Then another offensive lineman, Peter Skoronski, goes to the Tennessee Titans. I thought that was a spot Will Levis might find his name being called, but it did not happen. And then the Detroit Lions said, we already got a lot of fast people from Alabama on our offense. Let's get another one in Jahmyr Gibbs. You got a couple of talented backs there. Do they make a move off of Swift? I thought that was probably the most interesting and intriguing pick so far.
I'll go with shocking.
Yeah, that's a good word to definitely think about. Then you see Lucas Van Ness, the edge rusher out of Iowa. Just a sound football player. He's just a good football player, and he's a plug-and-play guy, going to play right away for the Green Bay Packers. Then Broderick Jones, Tom, an offensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought they had to get better up front, and that's definitely a step to do that. Then Will McDonald, another edge rusher, this one out of Iowa State. I think he's a good football player. Jets have a lot of young talent on this team. They are going to be really good, I think, this year, unless Rodgers just continues to be a total flake. Then Emmanuel Forbes, number 16 to the Washington Commanders, Tom. I'm a big fan of Forbes, but 165. They say he's 175. I don't believe it.
He played in the 160s at Mississippi State. Player comp, liposuctioned Aqib Talib. Great ball skills, ball hawk. 6 career pick sixes, 14 in 3 years at Mississippi State. I love that. He did do some man coverage stuff. He'll play a lot of zone for the Commanders there. Really good feel for the game, reads it well. He's just skinny.
Yeah.
If he was 180, he'd be going in the Devin Witherspoon range. They'd be very similar ball players at that point there. He's just an undersized player, second youngest of 10 kids. That's why he's tough.
Yeah.
That's why he's tough. That's why he's tough. So a little early for me, but I thought for sure he was going in round 1.
And I like how he's a playmaker when he gets the ball in his hands. He's looking to put 6 on the board, and when you can have defensive playmakers like that, obviously so many interceptions for him at Mississippi State in his career. I like the player. I think 16 might have been a bit too early, in my opinion.
Agreed. All right.
All righty. Pick 17 by the New England Patriots. Did they just get the potential best corner in this draft?
Yes, and Jackson Shambles behind our Patriots fan is a mess.
Jack.
Dude, this is an awesome pick.
He is great.
This is a great selection.
Okay. I don't think mess is the right way. I'm just kind of sitting here, okay? I'm not a mess.
Like,
I'm just kind of sitting here, okay?
Acting
I am
like a
I am
mess.
composing myself, Tom. I'm not a mess. I'm composing myself. Come back to me in 10 minutes.
All right. How about I sell Jack on the pick then here? All right. 6'1", almost 6'1.5", 197, 32-inch arms. The Patriots have a bunch of small corners. Here's a big, lanky one on the outside. Colorado to Oregon transfer. He's in a football family. His sister, by the way, is married to David Blau. Just keep that in mind. He's only 20 years old. Doesn't turn 21 until just before the season. Elite athlete. 4'3", 840, 41.5-inch vert. He's an impressive athlete. There's an elite size-speed combination here. He's long, he's tall, he can move. Oily hips, super fluid. Special teams background as well. I think he's a little bit more raw than some said, but he was a top 10 player for me in this year's class. I love this pick by the New England Patriots. Trade down, get a guy that I did not think would be there. I love this move by the New England Patriots here in round 1, pick number 17 overall. Fantastic selection by the Patriots.
When you can get the number 7 player in this draft at the 17th spot, a guy that I thought was a 1A, 1B corner in this draft at pick 17, you know, I almost said Tom Downey. Bill Belichick loves those defensive playmakers. Gonzalez is going to slide in and be a difference maker right away for the New England Patriots.
Love the pick. Maybe Jack feels better now.
Jack, who did you want?
Bro, I'm fine. I'm fine.
He can say he was fine.
I'm fine.
You look like your dog ran away for about 30 seconds.
Look, I wanted a wide receiver. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I'm very happy with Christian Gonzalez. He is, in my opinion, maybe Witherspoon, but probably the best corner in the draft. For him to slide all the way down to where are we, 17? Yeah. I'm happy with that.
I thought they were going to do a surprise pick. They didn't. They just made the smart pick.
Oh,
so
man.
I like that.
Lordy. Tom, I don't want to hand you your second L of the week because we already
First
beat you.
First off, no, you didn't. I said, let's make this the rule, and then you're like, I'm not going to respond until we did it. That was total BS.
So
total
Tom
BS.
already tried to get off to a cheating start, which I respect because he said he had a super chat item and then didn't let me.
Well, it's not my fault you didn't bring it in.
I was flustered. Whoever sends in the largest super chat today on our Giants Now stream, you're going to get a Man Cave Fan Cave sign. It hangs on the back. You nail it up. I'm going to sign it. We'll have Seeps and Nick Rowley sign it as well, the producer on Giants Now. Whoever sends the biggest individual super chat over on Giants Now, we got a Giants Fan Cave sign coming your way.
We'll send you the signed football for the Cowboys report.
Let's do it.
So there you go. So
all the super chats on Giants, we'll get to those. We're juggling a lot of things.
Same with Cowboys.
Be patient with us. Be patient.
Highest individual is what wins there.
Yes, sir.
All right, the super chat specials. Marshall, your first time through, so I'll walk you through it here since you're just now tuning in
I have been very intrigued about this Bean
You're
Boozle.
up for Bean Boozle. 500 likes on any of the streams? Any of the streams, 500.
Hit
Giants,
that thumbs up, Giants
how about this?
fans.
We rotate on main.
I got it.
Giants 500, I do. Cowboys 500, you do.
Hit
All right,
that
that's
thumbs
fair.
up
So
icon.
like that
Let's
video. We'll just keep track on our own numbers there. $10 entry, you are entered into our raffle for an NFL draft hat of your choosing. Whatever team you're a fan of.
That's juice.
Boom, we'll give it to you. So there you go. We'll announce that at the end of the night. $20, talk about your team. Highest super chat or Venmo on each of the streams wins an award. Maine, getting a jersey. I don't think anyone's going to beat Brandon LaValle's 500. Cowboys, you get the signed football from us here at Chat Sports. So we'll send that to you. Blood Slingers in the lead now at 20. Giants, it's the Fan Cave, Man Cave sign right there.
I cut myself, to be honest,
see
because
it.
it's real wood. It's wood
Block.
grain. This is legit. Biggest super chat on Giants is going to be the winner of this. We'll get a little Johnny Hancock on there as well, so maybe actually worth something one day.
We are way behind on supers. Marshall, let's go rapid fire. You take it away.
These are all from Maine. Let's go. Nathan Richardson says, like how this draft is going for the Vikings with Levis still available. Do you think they should trade up and nab him? Look, if you think he's the guy, go get him. If that's your quarterback, you declare he's the guy, move up and go get him. Then Trevin comes in with a $5 super chat. Says, with the Lions picking up Jahmyr Gibbs, do you think they're looking to trade Swift? I don't know if they're trying to trade him, but they may not be looking to sign him to a second contract, which is definitely coming down the pipeline for the Detroit Lions. Look, you got a great football player in Gibbs. You can figure out all that stuff a little bit later.
Sam just died behind the scenes.
Caden Pruitt with the $5 super chat. Christian Gonzalez, Michael Mayer, Brian Branch, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Dalton Kincaid, Nolan Smith, Deontay Banks, Jordan Addison. Cowboys are going to get one of them, Tom.
I think this works for the Giants, too. We're both going to be clamoring for Brian Branch, aren't we?
Branch, Banks, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers. I may cry a tear of happiness. Thomas sends in a $1 super chat. Thomas, we appreciate you supporting the stream. It goes a long way. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Then Jacob McGowan comes in with a $10 super chat. Says, thoughts on Texans going all in to take 2 top 5 big board players?
I liked it.
I don't have a problem with it, Tom.
It's aggressive.
That team needed a talent infusion. They got that today at the top of the board. They gave up some picks, but look, you got some talented players. H-Town, you didn't have many of those going into this. Then Santa Perez with a $10 super chat. Tom, with the board falling how it is, who do you hope goes to the Cowboys first round? Go Cowboys.
I got the pick. We'll get to that in a second. Very shook by that one.
No way.
Let's just do it. Let's do it.
Oh, my God.
Marshall, do you want to announce it or do you want me to announce it?
With the 18th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft.
200 on Cowboys.
Oh, no way.
Yes. Geraldo.
The Lions
There's too much going on here.
Selecting Tom linebacker Jack Campbell. Wow. Wow, Tom.
I just made a new meme face, by the way. Someone clip it for me.
Hold on, are the Lions at like biggest F ever territory?
This is weird. Well, I do like Jack Campbell, the player. It's funny. My comp is Leighton Vander Esch. One pick before Vander Esch went years ago. Number 3 linebacker, not by a significant amount behind there. Awesome athlete, but he doesn't play as fast as he tested. He kind of gets, when the ball's behind him, it's not as good.
He's a downhill player.
Look, he's a Buckus Award winner, top linebacker, and won the Academic Heisman Trophy. Just feels like a Dan Campbell pick there. So, like,
this is a Dan Campbell pick.
This is Dan Campbell draft, man.
This might be his son, Jack Campbell.
There's no relation, but that is funny. Good tackler. High completion percentage, didn't allow many after catch there. Tested really well. 4.65 40 was the worst. That's really impressive, but I don't love him in coverage. Maybe the athletic ability will grow in that area, but this is a surprise. This is a significant surprise pick by the Detroit Lions at number 18 overall.
I think both of their picks have been the biggest 2 surprise picks
I totally agree.
of the first round. I like Campbell. Good
do too.
football player. I would have liked him in round 2. I would have liked him in round 3. He's a downhill linebacker. He likes to read and react.
Throwback Mike.
And yes, going north and south. When he's got a backpedal, he gets into a little bit of trouble. You nailed it, hit nail on the head. Great run defender. Not the best pass coverage linebacker, I would say.
I told you it was going to be a weird freaking draft. Here we go.
I
told you right around here it was going to be weird.
We just get a $10 super chat from Tom Downey on Giants Now, which
That
probably
sus.
means he's not actually a Cowboy fan. We'll catch up here with Supers on Main. John G with a $2 super chat. John, appreciate you, my man. Thank you for supporting Chat Sports. We appreciate it. Real Fishing and Hunting sends in a $2 super chat. Says, do you think Nolan Smith makes it to the Chiefs? Tom, I'll let you take this one.
No,
I don't think so.
And we'll go quick because we are way behind.
Dwayne Jackson says, since the Commanders declined Chase Young's 5th-year option, do you think he would be a good pick last year depending on the money he is looking for?
I don't know if he's going to get traded. I think that's what we're asking. I don't know about that.
I don't think he gets traded, to be honest with you. Cool Sharky says, what's up with JPJ? Thought Steelers would grab him. I hope something comes up where he just falls to pick number 25 and he can wear a blue helmet with a red stripe and be a New York football giant.
He's a Cowboy.
No, stop it. You do not do that to me. I like Joey Porter Jr. I thought he would have been gone by now, but it's just not what has happened.
All right, Cowboys Super Chats. Chris B., thank you very much. Board's fallen. I totally agree there. Andres Ibarvo, happy draft day. Thank you, my friend. He also says Cowboys got to boost the D-line. Thoughts? Just go BPA here. Board is falling decently. Bloodslinger, $20. Joey Porter Jr., we make it to the boys. I hope so. That has been my CeeDee Lamb in 2023. Got a chance at it. I think the next 5 picks could cause issues there. Clinton Bach, Cowboys board's fallen great. Nolan Smith, look, again, we're all in agreement there. Board has fallen fantastically. Douglas Shepard, hope Joey Porter falls too, but I doubt he will. Put down for BPA, I agree. $20, JT, which did take the lead More on that in a moment. Cowboys could choose any BPA at this point, just not Taco Charlton. The one bad pick in the last 10 years, and everyone just can't get over it. I get it. OG Rung Tag, $10. Dan Quinn being the guy. I think he's the favorite for the Cowboys pick. We'll see how the board falls. And then $200. Geraldo Neri. He is the leader for the football. We'll sign it, ship it out to you, Geraldo. If you stand, it's the highest individual super chat tonight. Who are we getting, Tom? Shout out to my brother, Sergeant Aguilar. Thank you for your service, my friend. Brian Branch, Michael Mayer, Joey Porter Jr., Nolan Smith. One of those 4 guys might be there. Dalton Kincaid. I'd be a very happy camper if that's how it falls there. And a 50 for a shot. Yeah, you can slap me, Sam. That's fine. Sam's over there like, can I do it? Can I do it? It's fine. $100 and above, we'll do it. 50, I'll do a shot here. So we go BPA. We'll go quick, and then Marshall will take over some super chats here.
Compared to his face.
Yeah, there you go. You missed! You missed! You hit the light! I think I should slap Sam now. I think I should slap Sam.
20.
He missed. L in the comment section.
I deserve it.
All right. No, you first.
No, you first.
Oh, I punched you. Oh, we punched each other.
Oh my gosh, that was brutal. That was brutal. We'll get to the number 19 pick in a second. Corinne with a $10 super chat. Corinne, we love you. Thank you so much. Trade up. Go get your guy, Joe and Dave's. How much longer do you wait to go get Jackson Smith-Njigba? How much longer? But look, with the receivers still on the boards and Deontay Banks there and Joey Porter Jr., you may not have to move up. Nick's Galaxy says Big Blue. Salute, Brody. Gilly, is Jackson Smith-Njigba going to drop to us? I'm hoping he is. Aunt Ben Rod with 99 with a $5 super chat. Giants going to draft Deontay Banks or Addison. I agree. I'm cool with that. Then Corinne back again. We're always keeping Melissa's family in our thoughts and prayers. Prayers up. Braden Barnes with a $10 super chat. Braden, we appreciate you. Says, do you think we take the center from Minnesota? Not in round 1. You're not taking him at pick number 25 with this much talent still on the board. Dr. Pancake says, grow a pair and trade up for JSN. I'm not going to tell another man to grow a pair that's done a great job like him. Then Tom Downey with a $10 super chat over on New York Giants now. Says, thanks, Marsh, for being our best and brightest host at Chat Sports. I have decided to give you a 2-time raise and a promotion to Yankees now if you want. But we just got breaking news on New York Giants now. A $250 super chat from my man Dax. Everyone type Dax in the comment section. Dax is in the lead to win our Man Cave sign. Dax, I'm giving you a virtual shake right now. Salute. You've been a real one for so long. Dax, thank you so much. Everyone here at Chat Sports is very, very thankful. I'm going to do a beer shot fun coming up in a second for my man
shot
Dax.
For the 200.
Shout out to you.
Announce the pick, Marshy. What do you got for me?
With the 19th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are taking the very athletic defensive tackle, Calijah Kancey, out of Pittsburgh. Tom, I was kind of hoping he fell to 25.
It's really interesting.
He's a good player. I know we love to obsess over 281 pounds, but when you watch the tape, my eyes don't lie, Tom. He is special.
I'm actually less worried about the weight, as I think Sam cut my lip, by the way, as I am the wingspan. He is the first defensive tackle drafted in the past 10 years with a sub 74-inch wingspan. The first and only in that time frame. So again, it's a class of outliers. That's just how it is. Kancey to the Bucs in a 3-4 base. I think he's a DPR 3 tech, designated pass rusher. I don't think he's going to be a full-time run stopper. People want to say Aaron Donald because he's Pitt and undersized. I think Ed Oliver is the real comp here. Shorter arm lengths right there. I think the wingspan matters. We're talking about a 2-inch difference between Aaron Donald and Calijah Kancey in the length.
Yeah.
2 inches by itself, not a big deal. Adding or subtracting 2 inches, ask your girl, that's a big difference. So 4'6", 740 at 281 is nuts, though. He's quick. He wins most leverage games. Low man wins, after all. There's no anchor. He's going to get smoked by double teams, and I think he's going to be a situational player. I'm a bit surprised he went to the Bucs. So I thought he'd go round 1. Wasn't ready for the Bucs to be the pick here at number 19.
He may not be an every down player, Tom, but man, his get-off speed is electric. I feel like he's very violent at the point of attack with his hands. Even though they're short arms, got little T-Rex arms, he's shown the ability. I know it's college. It'll be different in the National Football League, but I just see a damn good football player in Calijah Kancey. He knows how to win in the interior, and when you're playing a quarterback that's scared to step up in the pocket, that could be a difference maker for your defense.
Look, Kancey's got great upside. Can he overcome the length?
Yeah.
He's defensive line Bryce Young.
Do you have any tips on dealing with that problem?
The length issues? No, I'm good. that ain't.
I
that
love
ain't a
Tom
problem.
Downey.
That ain't a
I
problem.
love Tom Downey. Oh, Tom.
I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with that.
I don't
with
know
that
if you
particular
picked that one up right away, but if you did.
It took me a second. I'm not going to lie. It took me a second.
We are in a Super Chat battle as we are streaming as well on our Cowboys Report channel,
I
our
was
New
shot
York
for Yell to
Giants
Snell's
Now
50.
channel. Giants fans, we got cheated out of a win on Monday. We're going to mute Tom's mic so he can't say otherwise. Let's beat him today.
Cheated for the
fair
win.
and
Yeah, you
square.
cheated.
Let's beat him. Dax, my man Dax, the definition of a real one, is in the lead right now for our Giants fan cave sign with a $250 super chat. The biggest super chat today. I'm going to sign this bad boy and send it to you so you can hang it up in your man cave.
All right, shot fun time.
Oh, is it in? I'm in. Let's
in.
go. How about this? If you're loving the content we're doing here on Chat Sports, can we get a me in the comment section?
Yeah, type me.
Can we get a me in the comment section? Tom and everybody will give you guys some shout outs as I knock down this shot fun. Dax, this is for you, homie. Appreciate it.
It'll take him just a few seconds on that front there. Type those me's in the comment section. Captain NG, Gump Wolf, None Ya Business, West of the Silence. If you're on Cowboys Report, type in F Marshy as well, because that's fun. F Marshy's on Cowboys. I assume F Tom's on Giants. As
I
well.
love the rivalry.
Yeah. It's fun.
I
enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I
So,
love it. Thank you guys. You guys are the best.
Marshall, I know for the Giants, all your receivers are on the board still.
I'm scared.
You're
This
scared?
seems unreal.
Well,
Has the board fallen perfect for both of our teams?
I don't know about perfect, but it's fallen well. And it will break our heart when they take the guy that we don't want.
We are both Brian Branch lovers
Yes.
because he's a good football player.
He's awesome at football.
I don't care what anyone says.
I want him in Dallas.
If I'm
Joey
the-
Porter Jr.'s there. Michael Mayer is there. Jackson Smith-Njigba, which in my mock I had him at 20 because I didn't know where the hell to put him, and now I feel smart for it. Both tight ends are there if you're the Cowboys. Deontay Banks is there. But this next range, Chargers, Ravens, Vikings,
where they're coming.
Jags, there's a lot of similar needs to the next 7 picks or so. So we're going to have some fun. And
If you're
some
the
anger.
Giants, if you can get Branch, Porter, Banks, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Jordan Addison, or Zay Flowers, I'm bad at math, but I think I just named 7 players I would like, and we're 5 picks away. The Giants have a chance here, Tom, to get a guy that I think is at the top of their board.
And the exact same thing for Dallas.
Yeah.
This is why patience matters. We said it would be weird. I know we're not out of the weirdness yet, though.
I just want to ask you a quick question because both teams could take a receiver here.
Mm-hmm.
I know you have Zay Flowers and Jordan Addison behind Quentin Johnston.
They're about the same grade. So
Okay,
if
about
you
the
want to
same
go to a
grades?
small guy, I'm not going to be mad at it.
Okay.
They're in my board, they're like 30. I got them right here. They're 30, 31, 32.
Okay. And how much difference do you see in Joey Porter Jr. and Deontay Banks?
I have a first-round grade on JPJ and early second on Deontay Banks. So not a lot, but I would prefer Joey Porter Jr.
How many first-round grades do you have left if you
I
know
have
off the top of your
4.
head?
Brian Branch, JPJ, Michael Mayer, Nolan Smith. And then I got my coward grades, Osiris Torrance, Miles Murphy, and Darnell Washington.
I know
7 guys.
The Giants have their corners and receivers on the board. Man, I would not be mad if they took Nolan Smith either at 25. You win with pass rushers in this
Wonder if
league,
he's about
man.
to be a Jag or a Seahawk.
I could.
That makes sense, don't it?
Jackson Smith-Njigba is in the cards at 25. How much does it cost to move up from 25 to 21, 22?
About a third.
About a third.
About a third.
If you have Joe Shane, the Giants have Jackson Smith-Njigba as your number 1 receiver, but obviously Flowers, Addison, and Johnston are there. Do you think that's worth it, or do you just sit back and take the one that you like, maybe second or third best?
If they're similar, you stand pat. But if there's one guy that's just above, you go get them.
And that's how look, I'm not Joe Shane. I think Jackson Smith-Njigba is clearly the best receiver in this class. I know we want to say he's a slot receiver,
He's my first receiver.
but I think he could play all over the field.
I would say slot best.
Yes,
less
slot
than
best.
slot only.
But I don't want to just box him into a slot receiver. I think if you put him on the wide side, opposite side of the tight end, he can get open one-on-one.
Yep.
The short area quickness, Tom. The route running, the separation.
Which,
Sneaky after the catch.
I like him for Seattle. Plug him in with Tyler Lockett and Geno Smith.
And he's your
and
he's
DK
your
Metcalf?
slot. That's scary. If you
That was my
That's
mock
the
pick
pick.
because I didn't know where else to put
That's
him.
the pick.
But Seattle does weird stuff. We know that. Now, I love Devin Witherspoon, but Seattle also loves to trade down.
I think that was fair to call that weird as well. Because they have 2 young corners they took last year. Oh, man. We do have some super chats coming on Giants. We'll get to those in a second. Give us some time. We're live on 3 channels right now. We are just having a whole bunch of fun.
F. Marshy in the comments section.
F. Tom in the comment section on Giants. This is great. This is great. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel, main channel, Chat Sports, Cowboys Report, and Giants Now. I can promise you this, there's no one in the business that works harder than Tom Downey, and no one puts out more content than Tom does on our main channel and our Cowboys channels. If you love those teams, subscribe. If you bleed blue and you love the Giants, hit that sub button. I think we do a pretty good job over there as well. Less than 900 away from 333,000. That's a huge number.
Do you know who the pick is?
I have not looked down.
Don't look.
Am I going to be in shambles?
Seattle Seahawks take Jackson Smith-Njigba out of Ohio State. Another one I got right on my mock draft, which is the worst one I've ever done, which I expected there.
This was a weird mock draft to do.
I had no confidence in it. I'm getting some late round 1 picks. This is like the most non-top 15 picks I've got already. But
Tom,
JSN's your boy.
You put him with the 2 receivers they have.
This is so much
Geno
fun.
Smith is happy right now.
Geno Smith is pitching a tent right now. This is absolutely incredible. Jackson Smith-Njigba is my number 1 receiver. I have an early 2nd round grade on him. Overall, he is number 20. So this is exactly where I had him labeled. Just under 6'1", 196, 83% of his snaps came in the slot. So I don't want to use the phrase slot only for JSN because I think he can do some outside stuff for you. But I think slot best fits his game, where he does not have great long speed. 4.5, 240 at Ohio State's 39-yard downhill, downwind, 40-yard dash, so it's a bit juiced. It's probably more like in the mid-4.5s in the end. 1.65 10-yard split was not very good. Again, he lacks that immediate burst to win more on the outside. This is the best route runner by a significant margin in this class. Great body control. Quarterback-friendly player, he gets open. That is exactly what you want. He can beat the press with his route running. The hesitations, the disguises, he's super freaking quick. I mean, the athletic testing from the agility was incredible. Amon-Ra St. Brown on the high end. Tyler Boyd kind of in like the middle lower end, but like Tyler Boyd's a borderline 1,000-yard receiver. Yeah. That's a good football player. There's a lot to like. His brother's a Pirates outfielder, by the way.
Good genes.
Seattle gets 2 of my favorite guys. My number 1 corner, my number 1 receiver. That's
Tom,
a lot of fun.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
You've been covering the draft for a while. Is there a spot in 3 years we look back and say, Jackson Smith-Njigba was the steal of the draft, kind of like we've said about Justin Jefferson? I know he's not the straight vertical speed.
He's not.
4.4 and 4.5, but Tom, the 10-yard splits. 1.54 for Jefferson. What'd you say, 1.56?
1.65.
So a little different there.
That's why he's not Jefferson.
But he was picked late in the first round-ish.
Yeah, I think maybe he doesn't become like a superstar receiver. There's no real number 1.
Yeah.
But high-end 2, take him at 20, that's not a bad thing.
I'm a big fan of Jackson Smith-Njigba, Texas high school football legend.
In the past, I have bodied the Seattle Seahawks for their drafts. 2 years in a row. I love what they're doing.
They're doing good.
Good for you, John Schneider.
Biggest winners, don't say Texans. Don't you dare say Texans.
Seahawks. I love what they've done. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan here. So I know there are supers we'll get caught up on here too, but we are likes-wise updating the numbers here. We're halfway to making Marshall do a Bean Boozled on Cowboys. Like the video. Oh, we got 969 viewers too.
We're up to 300+ viewers on Giants. 110 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon.
Then 100 away on the mainstream as well.
So, Tom, you got pick 21, pick 22, 23, 24. Banks, Flowers, Addison, Joey Porter. If those are the next 4 picks, I will be in shambles.
I think I had projected Michael Mayer to the Chargers. Now, I think Zay Flowers is in play too. I would bet a decent amount of money that I've made so far on my draft bets that it's one of those 2 guys here.
Michael Mayer would be a great Charger, and I'm only saying that.
I want it to be Flowers because I want Michael Mayer to be a Cowboy. So, which I'd be fine with either pick. It just depends on what the Chargers want because they do need some speed, and Zay Flowers has some speed.
Just take Hyatt in round 2.
That's fine there. Nolan Smith is still on the board too, which I find interesting.
He may be the BPA at 25, maybe even 26.
I am surprised he's there. I thought he was going to go top 10 in all honesty.
I thought he won the draft in the pre-draft combine. clearly not that big of an import. I don't want to use that word, but people aren't, I think, overreacting to it this time around.
I think so, too. All right, get caught up on Super Chats here. Cool Sharky, $2. Thank you. Steelers are not going to take JPJ. They were not that high on. Santana Perez, my first Super Chat wasn't answered. I will look here, and we'll get caught up. Oh, it's $10. Love how the board is falling. Who do Cowboys go round one? Branch, Mayer, JPJ. I'm going to be a happy camper. We're close. We're close. Sorry for that one.
We got a lot
Santana.
of the same guys.
Yeah, we do. Sports Card Stallion, $2. DB's pick before every Lions pick so far. It's true. I guess they didn't like Gonzalez. I do think they wanted Devin Witherspoon, by the way. Charles Pamels, $5. What's good, Marshy? I see orange and it's
orange and blue. I don't know why it's crossed off. Where do these super chat?
It's got to be orange and blue skies, right?
Orange and blue skies. Was this on our main channel?
It is orange and blue skies. It's the orange and blue emoji coming through there. That's
Love
the issue.
that. CPJ, you are a legend, my man. Thank you for everything you do on New York Knicks Now, one of the biggest super chatters we have over there. Salute, Brody. Salute. Thank you. Let's go, Knicks. Knicks in 5 over the Miami cheat. Let's ride. Let's ride. Tom, do you have a guess here for 21? As I'll go through these super chats, let you mull over that.
I think it is Michael Mayer or Zay Flowers.
I would love that if it's not the second guy. Not the second guy. We'll quickly run it through a couple of super chats left on Giants. Oh, Foley with a $10 super chat says, JSN, let's go. I don't want to break your heart, but he just went to the Seattle Seahawks, so he will not be a New York football Giant. But look, Jordan Addison's still available. Zay Flowers is still available. Deontay Banks is still available. I think the Giants are sitting pretty right now. You just take the best player at 25 and you run. Tom, you got the super chats over on Cowboys
Jason
or what?
Rose, $10. Can't lose the Giants now. Go Cowboys. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that one, my friend. Clinton Purcell, $20. If Will Levis falls to round 2, do we dare to take him? Great job there, Sam. No, I think, I don't know where he goes. But I don't think teams are that high on Will Levis. Dwayne Jackson with the Cowboys board finally falling our way. O-line, tight end, safety. If Mayer, Porter, Smith are available, who's the pick? Porter? Not Mayer? I'm happy either way. And, shout out to the small. Santana Perez. We hit Jason, so we're good there. Andres Yabarba, we hit that one too. Marcus Arnold, trade next year's first. I'm not going to trade next year's first. And then $100, ow, from Duncan as Sam slaps me cheatingly. Yo, Tom, you got Marshy here. Love that dude. He's hilarious. Let's go Cowboys, baby. I don't know if you meant Mayor or Baby Maker, but it's funny. Kincaid, Addison, all viable weapons. Brian Branch, my number 1 defensive player. NFL is back, baby. LFG. Also, shout out Bloodslinger for his $5 super chat. I owe a shot for 100.
That was a Cowboys super chat?
Yeah.
Well, he knows ball because he knew I was a pretty cool guy. So, Duncan, shout out to you. Giants fans, we have some room to make up. The Cowboys report is up to $476 in super chats. And Giants now is up to $310. We are in striking distance, Tom. And you may have seen I just got a little bit happy right there.
Did you see the pick?
I am so happy.
Cheers.
I am
just
so
announce it. You're
happy.
Good. Just
yes.
announce it.
One of the Giants guys is going to be there. One of the Giants guys is going to be there. With the 21st pick, the Los Angeles Chargers are selecting Quentin Johnston, the 6'2" wide receiver from TCU. A lot of mixed reviews. It depends on who you talk to, Tom, when it comes to Quentin Johnston. He's 6'2", almost 6'3", but he plays like he's 6 foot. I'm a little bit worried about the contested catches, the limited route tree shown in college. I think he gets separation on the over routes because he is a dynamic athlete. He's good with the ball in his hands. I just worry about the separation a little bit.
So I think you nailed him. He's a weird prospect. Like people want to say T. Higgins, but he's not the high pointer. The issue with Quentin Johnston is he's almost 6'3". He's 212. He's got long arms, and you would think that guy is a big-bodied possession receivers, and that is not how he plays football. He is an awesome after-the-catch machine. 19 forced missed tackles were absolutely elite in that area. He's not a burner. He ran a 4.52. That's fine for 212. A bad 3-cone there. Had a great game against Michigan. His quarterback killed him against Georgia. People were trying to claim he was going to run a sub 4.4. I'm like, no, he's not. That's not what was on film. 4.52 was much more in line there. Great yards per route run if you want to go with that metric there. Skinny Dez is what he can be. He's really good in flashes. If you can teach him to high point, to just be more physical in the end, it's just not how it goes from that perspective. It just makes it challenging in the end. So I'm a little surprised he's off the board here at 21. I'd heard they'd like Zay Flowers. Clearly, I think that was some misdirect information there. He is my number 2 receiver, barely. Chargers take the big-bodied guy who I think they could be like, he's our next Mike Williams from that standpoint. So big update there from Quentin Johnston. So
the only thing with Johnston, Dez was one of the best fade catchers and jump ball guys in the National Football League at one point. He's 6'3". He plays like he's 5'11". He had a sub 40% contested catch rate this past year. Am I looking into that too much? Did Dan Duggan throw a bad ball? Sure.
It's an I think in general, Max does not throw very catchable football. I think that's a big factor. But like, you're 6'3", 33.5-inch arms. You should win more than 35% of your contested catches.
Yeah.
He's a body catcher. He lets it get into his body. If you can teach him and the photo right there, body catch. He's letting it into his body. Hands catch. Teach him how to hands catch. Be more physical. There's a lot of upside here.
Because you remember the play against Michigan, the deep over route, he catches it, and DJ Turner's trailing him, and he hits the sideline. He can't be caught.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of stuff to like. And Tom, I will not be shocked if we come back in 3 years, and he is the best receiver in this class.
If he hits.
But I would not be surprised if we look back and
boom or bust.
Yes.
Totally agree. Totally agree there, Marshall. So, all right. We'll just talk about the general draft so far. We're
going to
picks
get
up
one
here.
of our guys.
We're going to be mad if they don't, though. Because you want Deontay Banks.
I want Banks, Flowers, Branch, or Addison, and that's 4 guys. Giants are 3 away.
These next 3 picks are all prime cornerback picks. Ravens, Vikings, Jags. Also, there is still Will Levis hanging out there.
Does he not go round 1?
I don't think he's that good. Tampa didn't take him.
He's got big biceps.
Minnesota going to take him at 23?
Yes, he is a Viking.
We would be, if the Ravens hadn't paid Lamar today, we would talk about that being the pick here.
Yeah.
But they paid him today, so it's fine.
Oh, my gosh. I'm nervous.
Things
I'm
are
getting
dicey.
nervous. Oh, my God. Joey Porter Jr. Oh, my God. There's a lot of people left.
It's going to be dicey.
Oh, my gosh. So we got who? The Ravens on the clock right now. Tom, what do you think they are looking at?
Joey Porter Jr. and Deontay Banks.
Joey Porter Jr. feels like a Raven.
Taking the sun away from the Steelers
Pittsburgh
guys.
to the Ravens. The Ravens are one of those teams that always get their guys.
I had JPJ to the Ravens, Deontay Banks these next 2 picks. I also had Will Levis off the board, Michael Mayer off the board, Nolan Smith off the board. So things are getting interesting. I thought it'd be a weird mid to late round 1. That's what we've got so far.
Bird's eye view here. Ravens had a couple of vets last year on the front 7.
Yeah.
Could Nolan Smith be the pick right here?
They've spent some recent draft capital on that spot. I'm thinking David Ajabo, who missed some time. I think that's a potential, get him healthy, see how things go there. Spent a first pick on Odafe Owe. So maybe strength to strength type of deal, but I'm just looking at corner or receiver for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Or the Vikings.
I mean, Calais
So
Campbell's gone.
I think for you and me for the corners, I'm not committed to a receiver in the end.
Nolan Smith would be a great pick now.
I think one of those, I think we're going to have corner receivers here. Would be my guess.
Oh, my goodness. Let's ask this question to everybody watching right now. Who is the best player left in the NFL draft? Tom, I think it's Brian Branch. When you just talk about best football players left, he's the best in my opinion. Brian Branch is a stud.
He's my number 1 player. I've got 4 first-round grades left, same 4 we've been talking about. I've got Branch and Michael Mayer and Joey Porter Jr. And as a Cowboys fan in me or any team drafting, I'd take one of those guys here and be a very happy camper.
Why is Porter slipping? I mean, slipping may not be the word.
I think teams think he's a little stiff.
Stiff in the hips?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's overthinking it. Teams, I value when teams don't throw at you. Teams didn't throw at him. Purdue threw at him. He broke up 6 passes. And then teams are like, okay, we're done. He's fast. He's long. He's a Dan Quinn type of corner. I take him in a heartbeat here.
Oh, my Lanta. This is why you love the NFL draft.
It is. It's fun.
This is why you love the NFL
It's a lot
draft.
of fun.
Corinne Terrier Dog Mom says Branch, Banks, Flowers, and Addison. I got a JPJ is stiff from Candyman. Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, Branch. The Giants want their guys. They got their eyes on a corner and a receiver. That's who they're looking at. As I see a Nolan Smith is best player available. Porter Jr., Will Levis, Deontay Banks. I love Deontay Banks. Man, we're going to get two good football players here.
I'm just going to get caught up just verbally on some super chats, some smaller ones that came in on Cowboys. JT, thank you. Kellen Moore chooses Johnson Petty. I don't think Dallas is going to take him. Anders Ubarvo, $5. Someone takes hometown players. Thank you. Stone Cold 10X wants Mayer. Michael Campbell wants Ray Porter Jr. Lance Dunbar, cost to get back in the first. Too much. Marcus Arnold, didn't read the full super chat. I'm sorry. Why not trade next year's for late round pick for 2 firsts? You're assuming it's in 24-27 range.
Oh my god.
It might not be. It might not be that early. So that's why I'm not trading it. I value my future firsts more than most teams, so I'm passing on it on that front. Marshall, I know you saw the pick.
I did.
Would you like to just go ahead and start talking
Another weapon for Lamar Jackson in the Baltimore Ravens. Zay Flowers, the receiver out of Boston College. He was the number 3 receiver on my board. He is a dang good football player. Undersized, no doubt about it. But a guy, Tom, that I think can win at all levels, short, deep, intermediate. He can win out of the slot. He can win outside. I don't think he's crazy like Antonio Brown, but I see a little Antonio Brown in his game. Look, they're trying to keep their quarterback happy over there in Baltimore.
How about Darnell Mooney or Elijah Moore?
I like that too.
Smaller guys who played on the outside.
I like that more. I like that. I just think that he could be a number 1 wide receiver down the road. I do. I don't know if Mooney or Moore is that type of guy. I get it. 5'9", only 182 pounds. You're probably a little bit scared about that, but I just think that he has something to him. You watch him play, he jumps off the screen to me. I just love what the Ravens are doing finally. It took them how long to finally put weapons around Lamar Jackson? Look, you've got some talented players now at the pass-catching position in Baltimore. Duvernay, OBJ, Flowers.
Rashad Bateman.
Man, dude, I think they finally understand what you got to do.
Look, his size is that of a slot receiver, 29.25-inch arms. He played mostly on the outside for Boston College. Only about a third of the slot time from that perspective. He's the 11th of 14 kids, by the way, Marshall.
No way.
Yes. This is an outlier size class. Zay Flowers is small, and a class full of siblings, which is super weird, which is noteworthy, I suppose, there. Very loyal kid, by the way. He had 6-figure NIL offers to leave Boston College. And he said, no, I'm sticking here. That's why he went to the Shrine Bowl and not the Senior Bowl, because he committed there first. School record in yards, catches, touchdowns, you name it. He said it there. If he were bigger, and I got hand concerns here. He
did have some drops.
He dropped 10% of his passes this year, 10.8 over his career. That is the big red flag for me. There's big plays. There's speed, 4.42 40. He's great after the catch. There's a lot to like. It's just, again, it's the size conversation. It's the hands. All of those things those are the potential red flags you have here. But 22, I'm fine with this.
So you had Addison slightly above him?
By one spot, the same.
Yeah.
So,
2, 3, 4, all kind of interchangeable.
Johnston, Addison, Flowers were the same for me.
Dude, they have some guys, as Joe Shane would call it, when they get the ball in their hands, they can generate some yak.
Yes, they can.
I like what Baltimore's doing. I also like how this draft is falling out for both of our teams, Tom. Banks, Joey Porter, Addison, Mayer, Branch. That's 5 blue chips in my opinion. And fortunately, the Cowboys are going to get one of them.
Giants will too. So there's a lot of good players left on the board there, including for the Vikings on the clock right now.
Can they take Will Levis?
Is Will Levis just walked up and went no. All right.
You got it.
Super chat, or not super chat, but shout out time here. If you comment balls and retweet our pinned tweet on Chat Sports, we will give you guys a shout out. Several more we need to do here from the last time we did this. Easiest, freest way to get a shout out here is by doing this. Let me get caught up here on the newer ones because we gave a bunch of shout outs earlier today. Jonathan, William, Isaac Young, James is in there. Miracle Tech, Justin Finch, Mark, Mia Bloom, Brandon Kavanaugh. He said Beard, but I'll count it. Philip Ventura, Craig, Alex, Robert Lux, Kenny is in there. Jay, Eddie Flores, Mason, Pizza Boy Plays, Mr. Benjamin, I'm Your Buddy, Caden again, and making sure I didn't miss any in the quote tweet side of things. Remember, comment balls on the pinned tweet. Comment section's great, thank you. But the pinned tweet is what we're aiming for on that one. So go comment balls over there. We're thanking to Manscaped for sponsoring today's show here.
That link's in the live chat. Just click it, give it a retweet, comment balls. If you love chat sports, the easiest way to support is by supporting our sponsors on the channel. That helps us grow, that helps us do things like be able to have 2 people on live right here, to be live on Maine, to be live on Cowboys, to be live on Giants. Support the show, support the sponsors. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, Super Chat time on the Cowboys stream. Isaiah Almananza, $10. Let's go Cowboys. You're the best live. Keep it up. I like Sanders, but that's just me. How about them Cowboys? I got some higher graded guys, and it might be a fun draft for the Cowboys here. Lone Wolf, is Brett still doing the pie? Some touch about 100. We gave the slap. Pie was specific for the NFL. But Lone Wolf, thank you very much for your $10 Super Chat. Smaller ones, we'll just give some shout-outs to Jeremy Chugs' burner, Lance Dunbar's burner, Stone Cold 10X. Thank you, but there's a lot of Super Chats, so the smaller ones, we'll just give you some love and shout it out here from that standpoint. Marshall, Giants.
Shout out to my man Sean. We'll get to Rolly Stinks' Super Chat coming up in a second. Sean, we appreciate the $10 Super Chat,
Yes,
my man.
my guy.
Says, my man Marsh, what all have I missed? Just got off work. Giants are going to get a primetime player at 25. That's all you need to know. And then the best name and
my
the
guy.
best profile picture of all time. Johnson, you, Rolly Stinks says, no matter who the Cowboys get, you will get eliminated in the Cowboys fashion. What can go wrong will go wrong. Well, I will say this. What has gone wrong is Giants now is losing in the Super Chat battle to Cowboys, the Cowboys report. Hit the Super Chats. We'd greatly appreciate it. Whoever sends in the biggest Super Chat today, we're going to send you this Man Cave sign. My man Dax sent in a $250 Super Chat. He's in first place right now. Rolly Stinks, I want to introduce you to a legend, Tom Downey.
There you go. There you go. All right, Super Chat specials here. Every 500 likes is a Bean Boozle. We're 120 away from Marshall doing one on Cowboys.
Yep.
And we're 200 away from Maine. It would also be Marshall, by the way, so like it. First time Super, we'll give you a shout out, plus some of the smaller ones, under 5. I'll just go quick here because, we're behind. Real G, JPJ or JSN? Well, JPJ. Mark, who do you think the Cowboys will get? Branch Mayor Porter. I like it a lot. Curtis McVay, drafting crazy as it is. Dream pick for them right now. I think it's about Cowboys. Grump Wolf says Cowboys fans are salty. I mean, playoff losses hurt. McVay, or Curtis McVay, good guys there. Marks is Porter, Mayer, Murphy, or left. Who do you want? I'm taking Mayer or Porter and being very happy about it in the end. $10, by the way, gets you a entry into our raffle. That is for Bain. First time Super is a shout out. $20. Talk about your team. Highest Super Chat, Cowboys. Signed football. We got a pretty clear winner on that from Geraldo. The highest on Giants, the Fan Cave, and then the highest on Maine is a custom jersey. I don't think anyone's going to beat Brandon LaValle from that standpoint there. Also, I'll shout out new Cowboy Super. Chris B. said he wished Zay was going to make it there. He was never going to. I thought he was, and I'm not sure they would have taken him anyway. All right.
Do you have a prediction? 23?
I had Deontay Banks as the pick. But I had JPJ gone. So, Levis? It's weird that Levis is
If Will Levis goes to the Vikings, I would be very, very happy.
By the way, Yale to Snell, $50 on Cowboys. F. Marshy, he says. Spam it. F. Marshy.
Giants fans, I need you to have my back. I need you to have my back. I'm getting berated in front of tens of thousands of people right now by Cowboys fans. Look, I don't ask for much. I need you to have my back. I need you to have my back. We won on Monday.
75
we know
likes.
That.
5 likes away on Maine from this, too, for you.
Let's win today. Let's win today. As we did get a
Cheers
couple
to
of
you,
super
Yale to
chats
Snell.
on Giants, I'll just verbalize these. Gillies says Flowers is gone. Get one of the top defensive guys. I think Addison could be the pick if he's there. Swade sent in a $5 super chat. Says Vikings are going defense, guessing Porter. They are trash and hold on that side of the ball. Addison falls to 25. Prayers up. Yeah, we know they're trash on defense. We saw what the Giants did to them in the playoffs. Then Junior Mata. My man Junior Mata. What up, Brody? A legend. He said, I'm scared, Marshy. Tom, Giants fans, Cowboys fans should not be scared. They are going to get a good
should be
player.
excited right now.
Your guys are all still there.
Then we could be in shambles if they don't go the guy that we want. But I'd be excited right now. So, You guys can hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. I'll have plenty of NFL draft updates for you guys on there. I've been better about not tweeting during the draft, though.
You have not been typing Tom today.
I have not. I've been avoiding typing Tom, just having fun. That's my mindset.
Oh, my gosh.
Follow me on Twitter. Marshall lost his other receiver. Jordan Addison
Jordan
to the
Addison
Vikings.
is going to the Vikings. He will not be a New York Football Giant, but I can almost guarantee that Joey Porter or Deontay Banks will be. Tom, I am a huge Jordan Addison fan. I've compared him to a slighter and smaller Stephon Diggs. I've seen the Emmanuel Sanders comps. I like those as well. I think he's in between those two guys. I think he's one of the best separators in this class. And what I like is, Tom, about him, he was used in one way at USC and one way in Pitt, and he was pretty successful at both those spots.
That's a big way. Like, I think some of the concerns you have with the way that we used at each spot was answered by the way he was used at the other spot. So I feel good about that there. Punt return background, too, was more of a slot underneath guy, or actually out wide underneath guy at USC, slot vertical stuff for Pitt. I like the Emmanuel Sanders comp. I'm just going to keep doing the sibling stuff. He has 9 siblings. These receivers, it's just weird stuff there. He's not going to win contested catches. 22.2% rate. He's just not good in that area. Tiny hands, too. Undersized. Again, it's a class of outliers. 5'11", 173 is not a large person. That is a very undersized person. But Vikings get a receiver to pair with Justin Jefferson. You're not going to ask him to be a wide receiver 1. You're going to ask him to be a wide receiver 2. I think he can be that just like in the Emmanuel Sanders mold.
That's going to help him.
I like that pick a lot.
No pressure on him from up top. Tom, my math could be wrong right here, but I'm pretty sure 4 wide receivers just went in a row.
Yes.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, and Jordan Addison. So for all the people out there that maybe you were a Cowboys fan, maybe you were a Giants fan or a Jaguars fan at pick 24, you wanted a wide receiver, you're probably not going to get your guy at this point anymore. As we did get a $50 super chat on Giants. We'll get to that in a second. Dax is back again. He's already the runaway winner with this one.
Trade! Giants trading up!
Giants are trading up! Giants trade to 24, Tom. Who do you think it is?
Got to be one of the corners.
Is it
they're worried about someone jumping them.
So this tells me, Tom, they had a higher grade on one of either Banks or Joey Porter Jr.
How about you take Banks and I get Joey Porter Jr.?
Deontay Banks is a Giant. That is my guess. I will not look. I don't want to be spoiled
I will
I'm not
look.
looking.
I will announce it for you so you get the real reaction.
I believe Deontay Banks is going to be the pick. All the research I've done, all the things I've – we do have the word. The Giants just traded pick 25 and 160 for 24. What? That is –
It's a fifth.
It seems like a lot to move up one spot.
Let me pull up the board here.
Giants fans, you're on the clock. Let me know in the chat who you want him to take. Is it Brian Branch? Is it Joey Porter Jr.? Is it Deontay Banks? I believe it is going to be Deontay Banks. I think he fits what the Giants want at the cornerback.
Slight overpay, but not by much. Trying like a difference in like a late 5th or late 6th.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think it might have been and 240.
Oh, so I think the Jags had other offers and were bidding things up.
Giants clearly feel one way about the corner available and not the other way. Oh, my goodness.
Don't look. Enjoy the moment.
Giants fans, who do you want?
On the clock. Who do you want?
Your opinion. Who do you think fits the Martindale defense better?
Brian Branch.
That's
my guy. I love Brian Branch. He's my dude.
I am tired of seeing Darnay Holmes get cooked in the slot by CeeDee Lamb. They're taking an outside corner right here. It's Banks. Banks or Porter?
I love it.
Banks or Porter?
I think I'm going to say Banks because I want Porter on the Cowboys.
I think Banks is going to be the pick. Look, guys, whenever the pick is announced, we are going to announce it. So make sure you guys are on the clock. I can't believe the Giants traded a 5th and a 7th round pick to move up one spot. That tells me they love one of these guys compared to the other. Tells me they didn't even want the other guy that was going to be available at pick number 25. Is there a way they moved up for Nolan Smith? No way?
I think if the weird thing would be like tight end, since that had been mocked a little.
If they take Michael Mayer, I would be in shambles.
I think that makes no sense.
Why would you do that?
You just traded for Darren Waller. You have Daniel Bellinger. I don't think that would make any sense. So
bring me Deontay Banks. Honestly, I'm fine with Banks or Joey Porter Jr., make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer and closer to 28,000 subs. Hit that sub button, as we like to say, sub for Giants dubs, Tom. It's not the fact that you gave up a 5th and a 7th. You gave up just 2 more picks that I felt like could have been used in spot in round 2 or round 3 to move up to get your guy.
Clearly, there's someone that they love here.
And someone that they don't like.
That they didn't want to have somebody else snipe. This is not bidding to move up one spot. It's bidding against somebody else. Sure. Maybe you're worried about Dallas jumping up. The Bills, the Bengals jumping up. Bengals are desperate for a corner.
But I did see from ESPN, Jordan Nunn, I'm going to give him some credit. He said the Giants, he's heard in their building mixed signals on Joey Porter Jr.
I think that's been more common than what I thought it was going to be.
I believe it's going to be Deontay Banks, the corner out of Maryland. One of the best leapers, one of the best athletes, I think, at the corner spot.
Great athlete.
Very physical corner on the outside. Had the 27th most press coverage corner snaps, according to Pro Football Focus. That's who I believe the pick is going to be for the New York Giants. I like Brian Branch a lot. I think he's going to be a nickel in the National Football League more so than your prototypical free safety. He would be your Julian Love replacement if he is the guy.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm going to have you turn around and look at the screen once it's in. It's in. It's in, but just stand by. I'm going to have you look at the graphics once it comes in officially here. So,
I don't ask for much, and I'm talking to the man upstairs.
Yeah, let's go full screen, Marshall. This is fun.
Ask for much. No Michael Mayer.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Marshall, pick is in.
The New York Giants select Deontay Banks, the corner out of Maryland. Tom, I am in love with this prospect. I am in love with this pick. I'm not in love with giving up 2 extra picks later on in the draft. But look, if you are Joe Schoen and you have decided that Banks is a difference maker, and when 24 was on the clock, you had to trade up so someone else could not go get him, you have to make that move. I love the size, Tom. 6 foot plus, 200 pounds, very physical, but also a sensational athlete. Is it a little bit worrisome that he was a little bit grabby and had 8 flags in 2022? Sure, but I believe the Giants with their elite defensive coaching staff can coach that out of him. I also love that he is a strong tackler with fascinating size and great athletic testings. He was one of the best vertical jumpers and broad jumpers in the NFL draft. I think he mirrors really well. I think he can play man. I think he can play zone. He has the 27th most press coverage snaps this year in college football. Tom, Wink Martindale just got his guy in this draft.
And this is a great pick for the Giants. I do have Joey Porter Jr. higher. Clearly, they disagree, but he's 21st overall on my board, so
got him at 25.
Early second.
24 now.
It's the right value. Look, he's a great tackler, fantastic athlete. You mentioned it, great jumps, 4.35 40, good length. Heard maybe he didn't impress the most on the whiteboard of the combine, but you bring him in for a visit, you trust that, you're fine there. Little grabby, 8 flags this year, but he's great athletic ability, the fit in Don Martindale's scheme. It just makes sense for the Giants. I'm on board.
What was it, a shoulder injury, not this year, this past year, that caused him to not play that much?
Yeah, shoulder in 2021 did need surgery.
Am I a little bit worried that he was I don't want to say a one-year wonder, but a one-year elite production guy?
Yeah.
Sure, a little bit, but man, I think I had him as the 3rd best corner, 4th best corner. I'm splitting hairs between him and Joey Porter Jr. But Deontay Banks, you are a New York Football Giant. Grade the pick down in the comment section, Giants fans. You just got your number 1 corner because Adoree Jackson, who was your number 1 corner last year, has an injury history, Tom, and he's going to be a UFA after this season. The Giants said they are not going to extend him before the year. So this isn't just a player for this year. This is a player long-term. The Giants, they need a corner. There's a lot of talented pass catchers in this division, Tom. The Cowboys have some in CeeDee Lamb. The Eagles have some. The Washington Commanders have a couple. Giants have been beat bad a couple times in the secondary when Adoree Jackson missed time last year. You were relying on guys like Fabian Moreau to cover. Not no more. You got Deontay freaking Banks. I'm pretty happy. I would give this pick an A, honestly. And I don't want to bias Giants guy. I give it an A. The trade, I don't love, but clearly the Giants thought he was going 24 no matter what, whether he was a Giant or somewhere else.
Yeah, worried about someone else jumping up there. By the way, Jags moved down again. The Bills Jumping up the board, pick 25.
They're going to take Joey Porter Jr. here.
I'll be upset. I don't know. I mean, you're jumping Dallas, but you're also jumping other teams here. You're jumping the Bengals, who have been linked to corners heavily. I think they would like Joey Porter Jr. too. So, you're jumping Jacksonville technically too. You're jumping the Saints, or you're actually just behind the Saints. Yeah. You're already there. So you're only jumping Dallas actually. So again, teams thinking Dallas might take somebody, come to the board here. Brian Branch?
No, you guys, he wouldn't fit in Dallas.
Oh, no, no. The Bills.
Oh, okay, yeah. Brian Branch, in my opinion, is one of the best players in this class. I just want him to be a Dallas Cowboy.
By the way, 2 spots. The Jags got a 4th in this one.
They're collecting some picks right now.
They are. They absolutely are.
Dax, we showed your $50 super chat. We talked about it earlier. We appreciate it. He said, "What's going on, Downey?" It's the Cowboys Super Bowl hopes again.
What's going, Downey, is the Cowboys rules. It's clever. I respect it. I respect it.
You follow him on Twitter? Giants fans, I know we wanted a receiver. You got to be happy about what you got with this pick. This guy's going to be a plug-and-play player. He's going to be a starter day one, and he immediately makes your football team better. Tom, you got one of the best at the position, at a position of need. That doesn't happen very often when you pick 25th in the National Football League.
It does not. So I think it's a good pick for the Giants. It's the guy you wanted, Marshall. 5 picks ago, you're like, give me Banks.
I'm not
Then
mad.
he got anxious because the receivers went off the board.
I know.
But look, I think it's a good pick for the Giants.
Give me Mingo in round 2 and let's roll.
Double corner. Okay.
No. Mingo. The receiver.
Mingo.
Jonathan
I heard
Mingo.
Ringo. That makes more sense.
No.
All right. Super chats. 581 for the Cowboys, 342 for the Giants. Marshall, Giants fans, just stick around for another 2-3 minutes. Marshall is going to go get set up in one of our other studios. The Giants live stream will be individual, so we will end the simulcast live only on Giants here in just a couple of minutes. So, Marshall?
I believe that we're going to stick around through the 26th pick.
Okay, that was not what I was
Stick
told.
around.
Okay. Well, so a little bit longer for Marshall.
Which means, Tom, that the Super Chat battle is
It's still live.
open.
Still
They're
live.
shadow banning me. I'm being shadow banned by my own company right now because Giants now is up to $411 in Super Chats, which means we are in striking distance of catching the Cowboys report. Someone sends in 411, 581. That's 170. Someone sends in a $200 Super Chat. I got 2 beer shot funds to do for you guys. Send in a $200 Super Chat to catch up to the Cowboys report. Even though that's still not enough. Yes, it is, because the numbers are still wrong on screen. Tom, this is a literal shadow ban.
Yeah, I'm at 604, so you're shadow banned.
Well, 411 plus 200 is 611. That's 611. Remember, the biggest Super Chat on today's show, you get to win this Giants Man Cave sign. The biggest one so far is $250 for my man Dax. He might be in sole possession. Tom, you don't look too happy.
I'm fine with this. I have Michael Mayer higher, so if you're going to go tight end, I wanted him, not Dalton Kincaid.
You are in a good spot. You got a Branch.
I got Branch. I got Michael Mayer. I got Joey Porter Jr. I got Nolan Smith.
Why is he
I got
slipping?
Osiris Torrance. I got Miles Murphy. There are so many picks I like for the Cowboys.
Did you ever
right now.
think that this would be possible? You had this many guys you liked at 26.
No. I thought it'd be weird. I didn't think we were going to have 4 receivers go off the board all in a row today. So I am excited about that front. Dalton Kincaid is an interesting fit because he's very similar to Dawson Knox for me.
Okay.
So let's talk a bit about the pick here. Clearly the Bills thought the Cowboys were going to take him.
Yeah.
Like that's why they jumped up to snipe the selection there. And I think you got a Greg Dulcich, Gerald Everett type of football player here. I don't think he's a great blocker. Not the biggest guy. He's under 6'4". He's 246, 32 and 5/8 arms. Kind of more of a big slot guy than a true line guy, but you're getting Josh Allen, a playmaker. So I'm not mad about that one. I have an early second-round grade. I do have Michael Mayer higher. He was 23rd on my board, so value is about right. You're getting a Josh Allen help. That's fine. There was a back injury. There was a spine injury for Dalton Kincaid. Clearly has been cleared. That's why he's the pick here. That checked out for the Bills standpoint. Hopefully that's not an issue long term. He's the best pure pass catcher at tight end in this year's class. So I like that pick there for Dalton Kincaid, or for the Bills. Just a matter of how much you value the tight end here. So, all right, Marshall. Cowboys are up. I'm not looking.
Before we switch to
I'm
the
not
Cowboys, why did they do this? Dawson Knox, I kind of gave him a little bit of a bag. Did they just
More
think they
two tight
needed a
end
more
sets?
weapon?
I think they just wanted. I think they wanted a playmaker, and the receivers were gone.
I feel that. Tom, you have the luxury to pick anyone on the board right now.
I got so many guys I like.
Well, stop being indecisive and pick one.
I'll take Brian Branch.
Brian Branch.
That's my best guy, and I love him,
wants.
and I love a fucking safety, so I can't apologize for it.
Do you think he's a safety or a nickel or both?
I think he plays nickel for year one in Dallas and maybe get some safety reps. Like, you kind of make him a Swiss Army chess piece. Like, I think that's fun. I would not be mad about Michael Mayer. I would not be mad about Joey Porter Jr. Nolan Smith. There's a lot of picks that I'd be like, let's go. I'm happy about it. So I think Cowboys are in a great spot. Hell, I might even trade down. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
There's a lot of guys still left. Maybe you can get one at the top of round 2.
All right, I'm tuning out our little streams up here. Super chat time for the Cowboys. Joshua Ramsey, $20. Dallas just watching and saying we're good. Yes, that is where they are at. I think they got to be very happy with how things have gone. A $50 super chat from Duncan. That's a shot for your boy. Calm my nerves.
Duncan, we appreciate you, Brody.
My Celtics advance. Maybe Bruins up next. But first, Brian Branch. Come on, Tom. Let's get free Twisted Tea, gang. DC for life. Can't complain tonight. We back Dan Quinn pick. I did hear some buzz. Dan Quinn wanted a nickel. Best nickel in the class is on the board.
All I'm going to say, Giants fans, we're kind of getting our tails whipped right now, Giants
Cheers.
fans, by the Cowboys. We're getting our tails whipped.
Nick McClain asked about Merriweather, the safety from Iowa. Sure. Ethan says trade back. Lone Wolf says F. Marshy. Steve WW07 says shout out from Houghton Bossier, Shreveport, Dak's hometown. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Just blocking out. I'm going blinders here, Marshall.
It has not been announced yet, so you can still continue to stress.
Okay.
Power rank these 4 guys for the Cowboys for me. Michael Mayer, Branch, Joey Porter Jr., and let's go those 3 guys.
For what I would do or what the Cowboys would do?
You and then them.
And I'm going to put them in order of my board, Branch, Mayer, JPJ. I wonder if it's reversed for Dallas. Okay. And I think there's going to be some conversations between Mike McCarthy, Dan Quinn for what the pick would be there. So I'm excited. You guys can vote who you want the Cowboys to draft. Who should they draft? Nolan Smith, I'd be happy too. There's a lot of ways that you could go that I'd be very pleased. The round 1 has gone really well for the Dallas Cowboys.
Is there a guy that gets the final say on this pick?
Will McClay. Gelkin says no tight end.
Gelkin says no tight end. Will McClay, he's one of the best in the business, especially in the first round.
That's fine. Honestly, push the tight ends down to round 2. Maybe we can get Sam Laporta. It's fine. So Branch, JPJ, Nolan Smith there. That's my mindset.
Branch, Smith, JPJ.
I'd be happy.
I think y'all should select Will Levis. You need a good backup quarterback.
Let me be clear. You can shut your dirty mouth. That is my nightmare scenario because he's not good at football. I hate that idea. I would be absolutely in shambles. Like, I don't know what I would do. That'd be a disaster. Absolute disaster. That has been my nightmare scenario for a month
now. I see some Giants fans are upset they didn't take a receiver. There are plenty of receivers to be taken in round 2.
Joey Porter Jr., Darnell Washington. I think there might be some medical with Darnell. It's causing some concerns there. JPJ. I bet I would be surprised if Dallas was trying to trade down. Because there's a lot of guys on the board that they like, and they can be just moving down there.
As I don't want to steal the thunder too quick, but we did get a $100 super chat from Alvin over on our Giants channel. He says, let's beat the Cowboys. Alvin, thank you so much, my man. Thank you for supporting the channel. There's only a couple days better in the year than the NFL draft day, and the best days are when you beat. We can karaoke. Alvin, if you have a song you want me to karaoke. Do
it on Giants.
I'll do it. We'll do it on Giants. And then Stolen Harley sends in a $20 super chat. Says New York football Giants on lockdown now with Banks. We got Waller to catch TDs. Barkley returns to run through defenses. And DJ takes care of the ball again. G-Men going to beat down the rest of the NFL. LFGK Big Blue. We do, though, have a new first place member for our raffle on Giants Now. Robert Rodriguez with the $300 super chat. His first ever super chat. Robert Rodriguez.
I think Giants about to take down the Cowboys here.
Robert Rodriguez. Please send me a direct message on Instagram or Twitter at @MarshallGreen_, because right now you are in first place for our fan giveaway, and I want to be able to get your shipping information to send you this. Robert Rodriguez, give me a follow on social media at @MarshallGreen_. I got 2 beer shot funds to do when we go live solo.
Shot on Cowboys. Lawrence, G-Men not winning on our channel. Let's go. Oh, calm my nerves here, my nerviness here. We have the pick in yet?
Not yet,
Locked
Tom.
in.
The pick is not in. 1 to 10. Are you nervous or are you happy to be in this position?
I'm a little bit nervous because, there's so many good picks. If it's the bad pick, I'll be really upset. So, I'm not preparing myself for a bad outcome because there's so many good outcomes here. But I'm excited. I think this should be a really good pick by the Cowboys. There's a lot of guys that I'm very high on. I suspect that they're high on. It's just a matter of will they do it. The Cowboys, I think, have earned some benefit of the doubt with the way they drafted in round 1. But you
guys are great usually in round
man,
1.
I'm chasing that CD Lamb dragon from years ago.
Good
I have never
luck.
been that excited in a draft.
Good
I
luck.
was so hyped.
That was one
I
of
was
the best
over the
first-round
moon.
picks in the last 10 years.
I was absolutely over the moon with that selection. So I'm anxiously waiting the pick here. I'm excited about it, but I'm a little bit anxious about it. Now, if you have not already subscribed to our Cowboys YouTube channel, please do so. We'll be going live only on that, so we'll end the simulcast a little bit after the pick. We'll break it down in depth to go focal here on the Cowboys selection. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll have grades throughout the week. We'll have individual pick selections too. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. Free videos every single day, multiple times per day here on the Cowboys selection. Who do you think they'll take? Sound off in the comments. Do we the pick in yet? It's been a long time.
No, Tom, it has not been in. Are they gauging the trade market right now?
I think yes. I think they're also arguing. I think I don't like the laugh. Why are you guys laughing at me?
Because I like the words of they are arguing. I thought that was funny.
Okay.
We're not laughing at the pick.
Pick's not in.
Tom, I will let you know when the pick is in.
All right. Don't.
Tom, that
don't
was
fuck
just
with
funny.
Me. Don't mess with me here. They won't forfeit. They already almost did that one time. Oh, I think they're trying to trade down. I think they're looking at moves there. At least exploring the moves because Jerry loves to trade if he can do it. But there's a lot of good players on the board there. I'm looking live in at their draft room, and they're just having conversations between Mike McCarthy and.
They look like the pick. Yep, pick is
pick's
in. Pick is in. The Cowboys.
Mike McCarthy made the last comment.
Do you like that?
I don't know.
Still nothing yet.
Steven's hyped. Steven Jones is a very happy camper right now.
Tom,
Jerry seems happy.
keep your eyes up.
I'm not looking. I'm just not going to look. All right. They haven't called it in yet. I think Will McClay's doing that right now.
Nothing.
So they were looking, I think, at one of the scouts. They were looking over at one of the scouts, and then they went back to McCarthy to say something.
Is this war room like Fort Knox? Because we're not getting any tweet.
Okay.
I do not have it.
It's fine. I'm looking down.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Just tell me when I can look up.
Whoa!
We got conflicting info?
We got a J off.
I don't like this.
We got a J off.
Shut up.
Whoa.
All right.
Albert
I'm
Breer does not have a tweet. Albert Breer does not have a tweet. We do not have.
No names. We'll wait.
We do not have anything yet.
I don't like what you guys are saying behind the scenes. It makes me nervous.
Oh.
So we'll wait.
It's in.
Okay. Tell me when it's good.
I want to.
Well, just tell me when I can look up. Just tell me when I can look up.
Well, it's not on screen, so you can look up, Tom.
Okay.
There's conflicting reports. We want to be 100% sure before we push.
I appreciate that.
We want to be 100% sure before we push. Kerry Morris, $50 super chat on Maine.
I already quit Slack. I'm not looking at Slack.
I thought you were a Giants Now real one, Kerry. Thanks for supporting the channel, though, always. It's official, Tom.
All right, Marshall, take it away.
With the 20s presented by Manscaped, welcome into the NFL Draft. The 26th pick by the Dallas Cowboys is presented by Manscaped. Head to manscaped.com/chat and get 20% off. Tom, take it away.
Fatties only lives! I said I wanted the t-shirts again. Mazi Smith, it's not the pick I would have done, but I'm also not mad at it. You get a run-stopping defensive tackle. Fatties only rides again. I got better guys on the board. You're getting a run stopper from that perspective. I'm not mad at it. So it's not the best player on my board. He's one of the best guys left there. You are getting the type of player that I've asked this Cowboys team to add for a significant amount of time. This is not my number one case scenario with the way the board fell. It is also significantly far away from the worst case scenario. If Mazi Smith can be developed by Dan Quinn, by Adam Dirty, the defensive line coach, there is a lot of untapped upside here. The cousin of TJ Duckett is 6'3", 323, 33 and 3/4 inch arms. There is untapped athletic upside. He is a freak athlete. Dan Quinn gets his fatty on the interior. Fatties only gets to ride again. He is a gifted athlete for his size, one of the better ones there. I thought Bleacher Report's comp of DJ Reader is actually pretty solid and pretty fascinating as well. He moves incredibly well for his size. He carries his weight well. He plays with great power with what he does. He is a weight room legend in the Michigan program. He doesn't miss many tackles. He played a lot of snaps for a big guy. There isn't great production, though. Pressure rate's okay. Not that many sacks, not that many TFLs. He doesn't finish particularly well. Pad level gets a little bit high. He misses some tackles. He misses some sacks there. He had some weight issues in the past. I had a second-round grade on Mazi Smith. He's my best defensive tackle left on the board. He's 40th overall on my board, so not a significant reach. If you wanted the DT, this is the best guy left for me. It's better than some of the other outcomes, but I would have preferred Joey Porter Jr. I would have preferred Michael Mayer. I would have preferred Brian Branch, Nolan Smith as well. But the Cowboys, how can I be mad they did the fatties only thing? I for the brand, I can't be mad at that in the end. So Mazi Smith is the pick. Grade in the comment section. A, B, C, D, or F. I will change the pinned tweet here, or the pinned poll, I should say, on the Cowboys YouTube side. Fatties only gets to ride in a way it never has for the Dallas Cowboys. Mazi Smith is the pick for Dallas over some of the guys that I had higher on my board. But it's fatties only. How can you be mad at that? Today's show is made possible by our good friends, by the way, over at Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code CHAT. That's CHAT at manscaped.com/chat. Take care of your ball skills downstairs. Get the best beard hedger out there, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit available from Manscaped. Go from Mr. Irrelevant to a first-round pick, just like Mazi Smith at manscaped.com/chat. Promo code chat. Help you make the sexy pick without forgetting about your big uglies up front. That works very well for Mazi Smith and the Dallas Cowboys. Manscaped.com, promo code chat. Links in the comment section and in the description of today's show. That's manscaped.com/chat. Big ups to Manscaped for sponsoring today's show and the pick of Mazi Smith by the Dallas Cowboys in round one. Keep grading it. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to go with a B. I can't be mad at fatties only. I can't. That is anti-brand. I did have better players on the board. That's true for a lot of guys, a lot of picks of late here. So, not my favorite pick ever in round one. That's still CeeDee Lamb. But this is, I'm fine with this. And the voters are voting D or F. So, they are, the pin poll on Cowboys is very upset from that standpoint. So, A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the pick. Mazi Smith, the selection. A, B, C, D, or F. Not yet, but I'll say this too. Stop comparing him to Taco Charlton. Stop doing it. That's not how football works. Stop doing it. Get over your trauma. Get over it. Matthew Peterson, welcome aboard.
Good to be here, Tom. I mean, Dallas just got the best run stopper in this draft.
That's like true run stopper after Jalen Carter. So if you want to stop the football up the middle, he's your guy. If you want a funner, splashier pick who's going to get pick sixes, yeah, Joey Porter Jr. might have been more of a flair type pick. But I do like this pick for Dallas. It might not be one that moves the needle all that much, but in my opinion, you never can go wrong picking in the trenches in round one. It's hard to have a big bust from a defensive line or offensive line pick. Sorry, Taco fans out there. But I think this is a
get over
good
your trauma.
pick.
Get over your trauma.
You got to at some point
It's
realize
not even the same position. Get over it.
Yeah, one's a pass rusher off the edge, more or less, and Mazi Smith is going to be a nose tackle. Well, maybe he goes a little bit too technique, but he's going to be right in the middle.
Stop. It's not taco, guys. It's not even the same position.
And
Move on.
I think what makes Mazi Smith a bit more special is he's not Vita Vea, which, I mean, Vita Vea is awesome, but he's not just 350-pound tree stump that doesn't move. He's actually an extremely athletic interior defensive lineman. So I like this pick for Dallas. I know it might not be one that, sells a bunch of newspapers, but he's going to help keep this defense where it is right now. So with that being said, let's look over Downey's best available picks here. Brian Branch, an all-out great football player. I'm not quite sure what his fit in is in the NFL, but he will find a home with any team. Michael Mayer, the tight end from Notre Dame, he's the most well-rounded tight end. He can block, he can receive, he can do everything you need. Joey Porter Jr., he's just a nasty guy that's going to make life miserable for whoever is opposite that. We're going to say goodbye to our Giants viewers right now here in just a moment. So enjoy our Giants coverage over with Marshall Green.
All righty, Giants fans, let's do it. Let's do it, Giants fans. We got our guy. Ladies and gentlemen. Deontay Banks, you are a New York Football Giant. It just went black for a second. I think we're still good, though. Are we live? We are live. Everyone right now, type me in the comment section. Let's get the comment section going, ladies and gentlemen. How do we want to handle this? A. I give it an A grade. Rush into grades, slow play it. Okay, no rush. Okay. Shout out to Micah, Nick's Galaxy, Winston, Crims, Tyler, Gilly. If you're watching the show, type those me's down in the comment section. Let's get it going. Crims down. What up, Tyler? What up, Swade? What up, Barry Neal? Barry Neal says, what channel is this? This is the best damn Giants YouTube channel there is. Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm Marshall Green. We put out Giants videos every single day. We go live for NFL free agency. We go live for the NFL trade deadline. We go live for the NFL draft. And we go live for every single game day. Your one-stop shop for everything New York Football Giants. So I want to ask you guys this question right now. Mitch says I'm going to get a Deontay Banks jersey. If he wears number, I don't know what number he's going to wear, but it's going to be a sick jersey. I know that for a fact. M. Dillinger in the chat. What up, Brody? What up? I want everyone right now to grade the pick of Deontay Banks. Do that for me down in the comments section. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this before we really start to break this down and talk about everything that happened in the first round. The Giants did move up one slot in that first round. They traded a 5th-round pick and a 7th-round pick. The Giants, they entered the draft with 10 overall selections. So you take away the 5th rounder, you take away the 7th rounder. The Giants now have 8 selections remaining in the NFL draft. Giants traded some of those day 3 picks that they had. They had an excess amount of NFL draft capital. And what that tells me is them moving up from 25 to 24 is they had one guy that they really, really liked on the board, and that ended up being Deontay Banks. A reason I think the Giants were cool, producer Coop joining us with us. He did a great job during NFL free agency is because the Giants, they don't have that much cap money to spend right now. And they don't really have that many roster spots left on the roster. And the chances of pick number 160 and pick number 240 actually making this roster were few and far between. So they package those 2 day 2 picks, Coop. They go up and they get their corner out of Maryland.
This is the guy you wanted, right?
This is the corner that I wanted, that I thought would be available. I like Joey Porter Jr. I had Joey Porter Jr. maybe at 3 and Deontay Banks at 4, but they were neck and neck. Clearly, there's some red flags right now about Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, I mean, he's slipping so far. He hasn't been taken as I look in this at the updated list of who's been drafted. I love this pick for the Giants. I think this is a fantastic pick.
Just hand me that.
Oh.
Appreciate it.
Deontay Banks, is going to slot right into the Giants. Do you think he's CB2 now?
I think he is your cornerback, too. You got Adoree Jackson, now you got Deontay Banks. You have Darnay Holmes in the slot. You selected Cordell Flott last year. You got Aaron Robinson, who didn't play last year due to an injury. So you're really beefing up that secondary right now because it was not a great secondary last year. You were relying on guys like Fabian Morrow to play big-time snaps for you. Nick McLeod was playing snaps for you. But now, Coop, you get a guy that Chat Sports had as the 4th best corner and the 21 best player in this draft, and you got him at pick number 24. Let's break down Banks a little bit right now. 6 foot and 1/8 inch, 197 pounds. He ran a 4.35 40 at the NFL Combine. He had a 42-inch vertical, and he had an 11-foot 4-inch broad jump. That is some of the best numbers a corner has had when it comes to jumping skills since the guy that was out of Connecticut and went to the Cowboys. I'm blanking on his name right now. Byron Jones. He is one of the most physical as well as gifted athletes, corners in this draft. Deontay Banks is an A grade for the New York Football Giants. As Gilly comes in with a $2 super chat. What up, Gilly? Gilly says, do we still draft a center in round 2? Can Mingo fall to round 3? Center is on the board in round 2. Mingo will not be there in round 3. I could see the Giants. This is what the Giants are going to do the rest of the draft. They're either going to go draft a center in round 2 or they're going to draft a receiver in round 2. If they draft a center, they'll draft a receiver in round 3. If they draft a receiver, they'll draft a center in round 3. Ricky Stromberg is the name that I'm hearing the Giants really, really like the center out of Arkansas. The center out of Arkansas. Really strong corner. There's a lot of receivers that I like that are day 2 receivers. Rasheed Rice, I'm a big fan of his. Jonathan Mingo, I'm a big fan of his. Marvin Mims, I'm a big fan of his. Cedric Tillman out of Tennessee. Jalen Hyatt is still on the board. The Giants are going to get a talented pass catcher in the NFL draft in round 2. A little bit more here on Deontay Banks. A strong tackler with fascinating size and great athletic testing like we talked about. He ran a 4.3 40, 42-inch vertical. He can mirror guys well and still has room to grow as a cover corner. He is only going to continue to get better and better. Really only played his last year at Maryland. The year before, he missed the final 11 games due to a shoulder injury. And he has limited ball production, meaning he doesn't have that many interception ball production, limited ball skills. And he had 8 flags in 2022. He's a little bit grabby, a little bit physical, but I feel like that could be coached out of Deontay Banks. They continue to find ways to get players that are good on this football team. This comes down to coaching. After that, Deontay Banks, man, he is a special, special player, and I am glad he is a New York Football Giant. I don't love the fact that you gave up a 5th and 7th round pick to move up just one slot. But, man, if you identify a guy that you think can change this football team, can make this team better, you go get him. You go get him. That 5th and 7th round pick, they can kick rocks because they were going to have to fight to make this roster. Giants already have a lot of guys on this roster. The best guys still available, in my opinion, are Brian Branch, Michael Mayer, Joey Porter Jr., and Nolan Smith. Coop, I am shocked that Brian Branch and Nolan Smith are specifically still available.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, Nolan Smith had injury issues at Georgia as well, and I guess I don't know what the red flags are on Joey Porter Jr., but it's something that's weird because we thought Joey Porter was maybe going to be one of the first 2 corners off the board.
Yeah.
And then the Giants trade up to go get Deontay Banks, which I think is still a great pick, but seeing Porter still on the board is surprising.
Agreed. And Gilly is right on the money in the comments section. Says the reason we gave up a 5th and 7 is because the team already was bidding for 24. Look, it costs to be the boss. And if you see someone bidding to go in, try and trade up at 24 and they're going to go steal your guy, you got to sometimes pay the piper. At the end of the day, if Deontay Banks is a great player down the road, no one's going to be like, but we gave up a 5th and 7th round. No one gives a damn. No one gives a damn.
I don't know if you saw this, but they showed Joe Shane and Brian Dable in the war room. And Dable just looks so swagged out. He looks so fired up for this pick. I was fired up. I'm not a Giants fan, but I was fired up with Brian Dable.
I love this new regime. I love this new coaching staff. Deontay Banks is the type of corner that Don Wink Martindale would create in a lab to play on his defense. 6 foot. press corner. Over 300 snaps last year in that position, the 27th most in college football, strong at the point of attack, and he's someone that's extremely, extremely fast. As I do have a quote here from Joe Shane. He says, Joe Shane said the Giants board with first-round grades was getting depleted as the wide receivers were coming off the board. So instead of getting cute and risking losing Deontay Banks, they traded up and got their guy, Coop. I'm not mad at that at all.
Absolutely not. I mean, look, when the board doesn't fall the way you wanted and you see an opportunity to move up, even if it's only one spot and it doesn't cost you that much, I think you do it. Yeah, you gave up a couple of picks, but in the end, I think it was the right move for the Giants.
You gave up 2 day 3 picks.
They're day 3 picks. That's what they are.
And one was like one of the last picks in the 7th round. Not too worried about it. We'll go over the best available receivers. But we did get a $5 super chat from a 2-time intern here at Chat Sports. Ryan Zolchinski says, I'm gassed up, Marsh. Now we can get some late wide receivers like my dog Marvy, Mingo, Tillman. Cheers, lads. See you soon. In
Are you
D-Town.
coming to intern for a third-year chance?
Yeah, Chinser, are you going to come intern over the summer
We would
yet
love
again? Ryan Zolchinski has been an intern
He's a
2
real one.
summers in a row here at Chat Sports. He's a Giants fan. We talk ball. He knows ball. Chinsk, hope you're having a great semester, my man. We miss you here in the office, I'll tell you that much. And I am glad the Giants got Deontay Banks, and I know you are too. I honestly give the pick an A. I give the trade a B, but I give the pick an A. I believe you got one of the best players left in the draft, one of the best players in the draft at pick number 24. So they had the 25th pick. They traded up to 24. They had 10 total picks in the NFL draft. Now they have just 8 as they gave up 5 and 7, but they already used one, so only 7 remaining in this draft. The New York Giants made the playoffs last season for the first time since 2016.
So they addressed their second biggest need in corner. Do you think wide receiver is still the clear biggest need left on the board?
I think the 2 biggest needs are wide receiver and center because right now you don't really have a starting center. Sure, you could roll with Ben Bredesen, but look, if John Michael Schmitz or Tippmann or Stromberg or Weipler are there at 57 or when you're on the clock in round 3, I think you make that pick. I also think you can get a great receiver in round 2. We'll go through some of the best remaining receivers, but when you look at the offseason, the key additions, you brought back Daniel Jones, you traded for Darren Waller, you signed Bobby Okereke, you brought in Paris Campbell, Julian Love, that one hurt. He went to the Seattle Seahawks. Nick Gates and John Feliciano left. Kenny Golladay, we'll see you. I'll pack your bags for you. And Richie James. Coop, I'm just glad I don't have to say, Richie James,
catch the ball,
catch
James. That was my favorite part of last season. It was awesome.
I'm glad that I don't have to say that anymore here on the stream. When you look at the top wide receivers available, Coop, do any of these guys jump out at you?
I love Jalen Hyatt. I mean, he had a shit ton of yards last year for Tennessee.
Yeah.
I think he would fit well with the Giants and Daniel Jones.
Deep threat.
The guy I'm kind of looking at and who I like more than anyone on this board is Marvin Mims.
Yeah.
I think Mims is the most dynamic of these guys left. I think he's the most athletic. I think he's not like a Kadarius Toney type, but he has a little bigger size and he's fast as well. So I love Marvin Mims.
Marvin Mims last year, 20 yards per catch for the Oklahoma Sooners. So this is our Chat Sports top wide receivers available. Do we have 9 through 12?
Yes.
Because there's a guy that Tom Downey is not as high on as I am, and that is Jonathan Mingo. Downey does not have him in his top 8 receivers left, but I believe Jonathan Mingo is one of the best wide receivers left on the board. I like A.T. Perry. I believe he's a 3rd-round wide receiver. I think Nathaniel Tank Dell is a 3rd-round wide receiver. I think Jaden Reed is also a 3rd-round wide receiver. I think Mims, Rashee Rice, and Jonathan Mingo are the guys I'm looking at. Those 3 receivers in round 2. Those are the ones I'm really, really looking at. But let's take a look at our guy. The one that is a giant, Coop. Deontay Banks, you are a New York football giant. Deontay freaking Banks, 38 tackles last year for the Maryland Terrapins. Is that what we're calling? Terrapins, whatever the hell. Get a better nickname. He had just 1 interception last year, but 8 passes defended. But what I love about him, and I'll read this overall, He needs to add more discipline, no doubt about it. But when he trusts his technique, he has the size, athleticism, and physicality of an NFL starter. He projects as an outside press man corner with upside in zone, and that's what the Giants want in their corners. I believe he's going to come in and be in competition to be your number one corner. Obviously, Adoree Jackson will hold that down because he is the best corner and the most experienced, I would say, on this roster. But Coop, what I love about him is he had a missed tackle percentage of just 2.8, which was tied for the 32nd best in college football. Had one missed tackle last year. He tackles well. He doesn't miss tackles, but also, Coop, he had 359 snaps in press coverage this past year. That's the 27th most in college football. And he's a guy that played 203 snaps in man coverage, top 100 in college football. He's a press man corner, and that's what the Giants want in their corners. He's a physical freak, too.
The style of football I like is you're playing press coverage, you're playing physical, you're playing big. I think Deontay Banks has all of those traits, and he's going to be a big physical corner. And it seems like this regime, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll are looking for dudes not afraid to go hit somebody.
I agree, and that is what Deontay Banks is. He's not afraid to get downhill, blow up a screen, come off a block, tackle a running back in the backfield. I mean, look at this stuff on screen, ladies and gentlemen. He's a 6-foot, 200-pound corner that ran a 4.3 5.40. Those don't grow on trees, ladies and gentlemen. 6 foot, 200 pounds, and a 4.3 40. Deontay Banks is not afraid to get in the mix and mix it up. He'll get it up in press coverage. He could play man. He could play zone. I'm all in on him. He's not as sexy. He's not as flashy. He went to Maryland. If this dude, Coop, went to Georgia or Alabama, he would be a top 10 pick.
No doubt about it. The name recognition of Maryland didn't, maybe pushed him down some draft boards, but man, I think he's a good pick for the Giants. I like the future of where this Giants defense is going. Last year, you draft Kayvon Thibodeau, who's going to be a cornerstone on that defense for the next decade, and maybe you get your franchise corner for the next decade here as well.
4.35, 42-inch vertical.
That's a dog.
That's bananas.
It's a dog.
That's bananas. Let's coach him up. He still can get better, no doubt about it. But man, I got a good feeling about this guy. I really, really do. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're the Best Damn Giants YouTube channel on the internet. We're the fastest growing Giants YouTube channel. And I'm going to take it a step further. For channels that only do New York Giants content, not Knicks content as well, not Lakers content as well. For all the channels that only do New York Giants content, we are the biggest in the game. Check the numbers, check the stats. Put them on the board, hit that sub button, help us to continue to grow. The only way we've been able to do that is because of you guys. So hit that thumbs up icon. This is what Dane Brugler of The Athletic had to say about him. He said he needs to add more discipline to his play style, but when he trusts his technique, he has the size, athleticism, and physicality of an NFL starter. He projects best as an outside press man corner with upside in zone looks. I'm very, very, very happy with this pick. Yes, I wanted Jordan Addison. Yes, I wanted Zay Flowers, but you can get a receiver in round 2. It's not the end of the world. You know what you couldn't get is a corner like Deontay Banks in round 2, and that's who you freaking got. I do want to remind everybody that we do have a giveaway here on the show today. Whoever sends in the largest super chat on the channel, Coop and I are going to sign this sign, and we will send you it so you can hang it up in your man cave. It's actually like legit wood. I actually cut myself on it earlier, so I might have a splinter in there and probably tetanus at this point. But it's a dope sign. You just put a nail in the hole in the wall. You hang it right here. But you got some stiff competition. I do have a worry, though, that Robert Rodriguez, who sent in the $300 super chat, it was his first ever super chat, and I don't have him on social media or anything. And I told him to send me a message on social media.
Yet?
Nothing yet. Maybe we can find a way. I mention him in a comment somewhere, and we can get into that. But if you want to win our giveaway for day 1, we're going to have a giveaway for day 2, and we'll have a giveaway for day 3. A $300 super chat at this point would break the record. You could also send it in on Venmo at Marshall Green _ Let's kind of recap, Coop, if you want to take the lead
Sure.
on this. Robert says he hit me up on Instagram. Thank freaking God, Robert. I was in shambles. Robert, we are not worthy. We are not worthy. Robert, what is your Instagram name? Did you send me, did you follow? Oh, here we go.
We got him?
I don't know. Says he hit.
Robert
Robert, there he is. He said, this is me, Bobby Digital. He said, it says, I asked you what your YouTube name was, and you said Broken Glass Int, but it says Robert Rodriguez. Robert Rodriguez. That's me.
Robert.
All right. That's you, Robert.
Let's ride.
Bobby. Robert, thank you
You're
so
the man.
much. Thank you so much, dude. The generosity is freaking awesome. I'm going to do a deal, though. Every $50 super chat that comes in the rest of the way, I'm doing a beer shot fund.
Let's ride.
Because, Coop, we are $150 away from 1,000.
And we're going to get there.
If we do 1,000, we got a race in us?
Absolutely.
Deal. If we get to $1,000 in super chats, we're 150 away. We're going to do a beer shot fun race here.
Let's go.
On the channel. Coop, take the lead on this.
Marsha, was pretty crazy. 3 picks before the Giants picked, all wide receivers. You had Quentin Johnston come off the board to the Chargers.
Smith-Njigba went 20th, too.
Yeah, 4. That's right. Yeah, Smith-Njigba went 20. You had Quentin Johnston going 21. Zay Flowers at 22. I think this is a great pick for the Ravens, by the way.
Huge. I
think
love
it's
that
a great
pick for them.
They get Lamar Jackson tied up as well, so they have their offense set with OBJ and Zay Flowers. And then Jordan Addison at 23. Obviously, you have Deontay Banks at 24. Like I said, I think it's a great pick for the Giants.
I'm a fan. I thought at one point, look, the Giants were in a great spot. They're in a great spot, and they walk away with a great play.
The sign of a good team is when you are drafting in the first round and you could go multiple ways and it'd be good for your team.
They could have went with Mazi Smith.
Sure.
They could have went with the edge rusher from Georgia. They could have went with Dalton Kincaid. They could have went with one of those receivers. They could have went with Joey Porter Jr., who is still on the board. Dalton Kincaid goes to the Bills. Cowboys get Mazi Smith.
By the way,
I think it's a reach.
I hate this pick for the Cowboys.
That is a reach.
I think the Cowboys should have gone with Nolan Smith or Joey Porter. Again, we don't know what's going on with Joey Porter because I don't think it looks, as of right now, he's not going to be taken in the first round of the NFL draft. But if I was the Cowboys here, if I was Jerry and Stephen Jones, I would have gone with Nolan Smith.
I'm going to be honest. I think that was a reach by the Cowboys. I really do. When you could have got Brian Branch, Joey Porter Jr., Michael Mayer. Did he go? Did Mayer go?
I don't believe Mayer is gone. Let me double check.
You just go to that last listicle.
Yep.
I think he's still on the board.
Mayer is not gone.
He didn't. Wow. I think the Cowboys might have messed that one up, but we will find out. We will find out.
Oh!
As we got some super chats flowing in.
Let's go.
Brian Breezy goes to the Saints at 29. I know Trace Gerard's going to be happy about that one. Then Nolan Smith, the edge rusher. Dude, Eagles just continue to add Georgia Bulldogs.
It's a joke. They got Jalen Carter earlier, correct?
Yes.
And they're getting Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith does have injury concerns. Obviously, Jalen Carter has off-field concerns as well. But, man, if those two pan out, that's a crazy haul for the Eagles.
And 2 last year.
And
N'Kobe Dean.
yeah, that's right.
And the big boy.
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. That's 4 Georgia Bulldogs for the Philadelphia Eagles. They lost some defensive starters in the offseason, and they just reload.
And I'll tell you what, if you're drafting Georgia Bulldogs, chances are those dudes are NFL-ready players.
Those pretty damn good odds. M. Dillinger, a legend with a $20 super chat, has been moving into my new house all day and finally got it in time to see our pick. I think it's a solid pick. Banks is fast, talented, has good instincts. It could be a dominant cornerback. Let's go Big Blue. M. Dillinger, bro, you got to be happy about this pick. This was a steal of a pick for the Giants. I never thought really he would be available at pick 25. When I did all my mock drafts, he was gone.
I know, but we were talking about him earlier today. That's a guy
I said
that
if he
you
was
wanted.
there. I said it. Go back and watch our video 2 videos ago on the channel. We talked about some rumors from ESPN. Everyone says, why are we always doing these rumors videos?
Well, guess what?
Well, guess what? We talked about Darren Waller. We talked about Paris Campbell. We talked about Bobby Okereke. Literally every player the Giants have freaking added, we've talked
That's
about.
why you freaking sub.
That's why you sub. That's why you freaking sub.
Robert, let's go.
Robert Rodriguez. a phenomenal performance, a $50 super chat.
That means a shot fund for Marshy.
I will do a shot fund. We do need a happy dad, so
I'll
I
go
can
get you an HD.
shout out to him if you just want to grab a couple.
Yes, sir.
Robert, I got a shot fund for you in a second. Corinne says, you don't think they gave up too much, Corinne? I honestly don't. Would I have liked to not give it up anything to get Deontay Banks? Of course. But you gave up a late 5th round pick, and you gave up a 7th round pick. Those guys were going to have to fight to make this roster. Yeah. Those guys were going to have to fight to make this roster. The Giants have a lot of people already on this roster. I'm going to go find a tweet real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, we still have 7 more picks, guys. We don't have that many roster spots left. We don't. And I'm gonna read this stat here in a second. Give me a second. One tick. I gotta go find this article from 3 hours ago. I should have already had this pulled up, but give me a sec. One second. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Now I can't find it. I look like a dummy.
What happened?
I can't find the article I was looking for to quote the piece I wanted to quote. That's bad. I don't know why I can't find it. But essentially, maybe this is it. Hold on. I can't find it. As Mike G, though, comes in with the $5 super chat. MG, you got the best damn initials in the game. I'll tell you that much, MG. I'll tell you that much. Why can I not frickin' find this? Pissing me off. You're pissing me off. I should have frickin' liked the tweet. Isn't that the worst when you're on Twitter and you're looking for something and you can't find it?
My man, Mike. I'm going to try to pronounce this last name. I'm going to go Guglielmo. Mike Guglielmo. Let me know if that's right.
You think you got a good chance there?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty good at names. Okay, he says, who are the Giants taking in round 2? Also, what are your thoughts on Banks in round 1? I'm mixed about it, but love MG and the channel.
MG, I love you, Brody.
I'm in.
To be honest with you, I love the pick. I really do. Deontay Banks was a top 4 corner for me. I thought he was the last player at the cornerback position that really was a first round grade. Emmanuel Forbes went really early. I had him below Deontay Banks. But look, I'm happy with this pick, man. I really am. I think he's a perfect scheme fit. I think he's a damn good player. And I think you got a player at pick 24 that was probably a top 20 player in this draft. When you can align, Coop, a great player with a team need, that just hits different.
You love addressing your needs, and I believe you had corner was number 2 on your needs list.
I would say corner, receiver, and center are all diced up into the top 3.
But still, so you get one of your 3 big needs in the first round, and you get it with the guy as dynamic as Banks. I think you're really happy if you're a Giants fan tonight. And you moved up a pick, but you did not compromise your entire draft because you still have 7 more picks to take. So you can address all your needs and get better as a team, which I think the Giants have so far. That's the goal at the end of the day at the draft. You want to be a better team at the end of the draft than you were at the beginning, and I think right now they're well on their way to doing that.
He said not right. It's Guglielmo. Mike Guglielmo or Goyelmo? Goo or go? I think
Guglielmo. It's Guglielmo.
Mike Guglielmo. I'm just going to keep calling you MG because I don't know what it is about your initials. I just freaking like them a lot. I wonder why. You want to hand me that gun? And by gun, I mean shot fun. Because
not gun.
Not a gun. It is not a weapon. This is a beer shot fun. We like to do this. We're up to $924 in super chats. If we get to 1,000, I'm going to do a race with my guy Coop. As MG says, MG, the best initials in the game. I agree. Wave Waveneo says, so they had 10 total picks. Yes, the Giants had 10 draft picks coming into today. They have 8 after they traded 2. They already took 1. They got 7 more. You got 7 more. You still have all your top 100 picks. You still got your 4th round pick. Think about it like this. Coop. The Giants traded Kadarius Toney for a 3rd and a 6th. They turned that 3rd into Darren Waller, and they had that 6th. They traded a 5th and a 7th. So essentially, you traded Kadarius Toney for Deontay Banks and Darren Waller.
Math
Pretty
checks
much.
out.
Pretty much. I know there's a little tweaking of the math there, but I think you can look at it like that.
Yeah, and look, the end of the day is to get players that are going to impact your team, and I think Darren Waller and Deontay Banks are going to impact the Giants in a positive way.
They made the Giants. Giants got better today. They absolutely
There you go.
got better. As my man says, wave Nino. Now I know. Jacob Solo says, bad trade-up move. Who did you want, Jacob? You can't just critique something without giving me a solution. So let me know, who did you want? Omega Supreme says, agreed. Let me know, who did y'all want?
Here's the thing. I don't think it's a bad trade-up move just because if you see a guy on your board that you want, you got to go get him. The Giants saw a guy on their board that they wanted. Maybe they thought that the team at 24 was going to take him, so they moved up.
Porter was still on the board. Coop, is he still on the board?
Porter is still on the board. Did not get selected.
So clearly there's problems with Porter if he's still on the board. Clearly there's problems.
Did not get selected.
Look, if you have a problem with Deontay Banks being the pick, you got to go educate yourself because he's damn good. He's damn good.
Nolan Smith went 30, and then the final pick of the first round, the Chiefs selected Felix Anudike-Uzomah.
So the guy the Giants wanted at 25 didn't even get picked in the first round.
Didn't get picked. You could still get him, theoretically.
Like, I like Joey Porter a lot, too. But, man, why did he not go? Is there a medical issue? Is there a off-the-field issue? I don't know. I'm going to do this beer shot fun.
Let's ride.
This is for Robert. Robert, you're the MVP of the day, Brody.
Everyone type Rob in the chat. Let's
Rob
go.
in the chat.
Let's go. Marsh taking down the shot fun. It's day 1 of the NFL draft. We're here all weekend. Every single pick the Giants make, we will have you covered here on this channel. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, follow Marsh on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. Let's get it going. Let's go. How you feeling?
That one hurt.
It hurt a little bit?
That one hurt. It was ice cold. Oh, my gosh.
Cold as ice.
Someone said I'm an undercover Cowboys fan. You just are light in the head. You're just light in the head. But it's okay.
Light in the head.
You're just light in the head. It's okay.
I love that.
Oh, man.
Well, Marsh, what do you say we get into a cut?
Yeah,
here?
let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. I don't think there's a sponsor.
No sponsor.
Robert, I'm never scared, Robert. I'm never scared. Can't be scared. Never scared, Robert. Look, it's the NFL draft. Let's freaking party. Let's turn this piece out. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. The longer the super chats come in, this is an honest assessment. We got 15 guys, 20 guys out there wanting to come in to this studio to come and do some work.
That's a fact.
And if the super chats keep flowing, we're going to stay live.
What was that laugh for?
Because Robert Rodriguez coming in with the $100 super chat. Bang! Robert
Let's go.
Rodriguez is a legend in the chat. Everybody type double R in the chat.
R.
Show some love to double R in the chat. I think it's safe to say Robert Rodriguez is the winner of
100%.
our Fan Cave trophy. I'm actually going to call off all other contestants because this has to go
It's
to Robert
over.
Rodriguez. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Finito. Robert, you are the winner, my man. Rob, do you want us to sign the front or do you want us to sign the back? Either way is fine. Or if you don't want us to sign it, that is also.
Oh my God!
Let me know, Robert, front or back? He says the front we will. As Mike G with the $300 super chat. Bang! Everybody type MG
Let's
in
go!
the chat. Lace the chat with MGs. Let's go! Giants fans
Wow!
are the best damn fans in the world. Mike G, Robert, duking it out. Holy
Wowza.
Toledo. Oh my God.
So what do we do now?
I don't. Oh my gosh, Mike G. Oh,
Mike
my-
G, you've thrown us in for a wrench.
You have thrown a wrench into this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make an offer for the real ones right now. I'm going to make an offer for the real ones. We're at $1.3 thousand in super chats. If we can get to 1.5, I'm going to do a beer boot. And then Coop will do a shot fun.
Let's ride.
Coop will do a shot fun. I will do a beer boot. I'm going to do Happy Dad, though. I'll do a Happy Dad
An
boot.
HD boot.
A boot is where you put 3 Happy Dads in it, and then I got to chug it. And then I got to chug it. So if we get to
Wow.
1.5, Coop's got a beer shot fun race, and I'm going to do a beer boot. I'm doing a beer boot if we get to 1.5. If we don't, we'll each do a shot fun race. But I know you guys love the beer boots.
That was wild.
Dude.
That was
MG
insane.
And Robert, back to back. Back to back. As Tommy for one says, Marshy, make sure to give Queenie Rodriguez, Mike G, they own hard hat. Queenie, there's been so many real ones that have tuned in. William Lano, Queenie, Mike G, Robert Rodriguez. Oh my gosh.
Philip says tonight blue is mine and it still is blown. Yeah,
Is that a good thing?
I think so.
I think if you're a Giants fan and you're not happy with this pick, you were never going to be happy.
Agreed. You should be happy with this pick.
This is a great pick. I know we want the sexy, flashy wide receiver, but this is a hell of a pick, man. It really, really is. So we're going to recap the pick for about 10 to 12 seconds.
Minutes.
Robert Rodriguez says, damn thing won't let me send more than 500 total. So that's unfortunately a YouTube error. Robert, if you're on Venmo, you can send it over there at Marshall Green _. It counts the same way. We'll get a graphic for you over on Venmo at Marshall Green _. 2 L's right here at Marshall Green _. You can send a Venmo over there. Wow, that scares me. I think Robert is going to come in with a bomb here.
I kind of think he is as well. I'm going to get the Venmo graphic ready because I believe he's going to do it.
I think so too. To be honest with you, Venmo is probably the best way to support the show just because Wave Nino says Marshall's man is paying your bills. Thing is, the super chats don't come to me. They come back to the company so we can continue to hire awesome producers like Coop, so we can continue to have more studio space. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you a quick story. I first started at Chat Sports in January of 2021. We had our boss, James. We had our boss, Brett. Then we had Mitch. We had Tom. We had Harrison. We had Sam. And it was me. I was the seventh, and really, if you take out the bosses, I was the 5th employee. A lot of guys were hired before me, but at the time, I was the 5th employee in office. That's January 2021, Coop. Now fast forward to April of 2023, we are up to 22 people in office. And it's because of awesome people like Mike and awesome people like Robert. We've extended the studio spaces. We added 5 new studios to start the year. Rob, it's 6783.
That's not right.
6783, Robert. 6783. So the super chats don't come directly to me. They come so we could do more Giants videos, so we can get more studio space, so we can get more computers, so we can pay our producers, so we can add more staff. We are the fastest growing sports media company in the world.
Do you remember which one it is?
Venmo? There should just be a Venmo graphic. The Big Moo says the super chats pay for the booze. They do way more than that, my man. They pay everybody's salary. They pay the rent here. They do a lot. They do a lot. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. He freaking sent it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, we got to fit. Rob, give us a second. I need everyone in the chat right now to type R in the comment section. Go ahead and type those R's in the comment section. Show them some love. Because Robert just sent in one of the biggest super chats in New York Giants Now history. Robert just sent in one of the biggest super chats in New York Giants Now history. We'll get that popped up here in a second. Type those R's in the comment section right now. Shout out to Joe Black, Brian Brown, Mike Rogo, Wave Nino. Robert says drink up. Yeah, we need a boot. I'll tell them to bring a boot in. That's what we're doing. Oh my goodness. Can you get me a Happy Dad boot? No, you got it. You got the wrong background in there. Do you just want to make? I don't know why it's not working. You could just read only. No, because then it's profile picture. I can make a social. Is it just? I don't know why it's. Give us a sec. 1 second. That was a Studio F. Oh my Lanta. Pop a regular super chat up for me on the channel real quick. On the screen and program, just so I can oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here. Yeah. I'll slack you the amount. That's not it either. Give us a sec. We're having some technical difficulties. We're going to break down this pick here in a second. Give us a second. I don't even know how to get to the new logo sheet anymore. No one can come in and help us either, huh? We are struggling.
Give us a sec, Mike.
Give us a sec. Robert freaking Rodriguez. No, Mike sent in a 300. Then Robert sent in a wild Venmo Wow. That's freaking crazy. I'm freaking in shambles. The big moo. Ricky DeCosta's JPJ stats are better than D-Banks. Also, Joey Porter Jr. didn't get selected in the first round. So, obviously, there was 31 other teams that didn't think that Joey Porter Jr. was that good of a player. C-Note, we'll get to your super chat coming up in a second. Give us a tick. We're dealing with some stuff behind the screens. We're having some technical difficulties. The big moose says Will Levis is not sleeping well tonight. I can tell you this much. He's definitely upset. He's definitely upset. Corinne says he's slow and can't jump. I think there's more to it, Corinne, but you are on the right track. Clearly, a lot of the fans that don't watch as much tape as general managers have it figured out. Tommy for one, Tommy, we're going to get it figured out. I promise you. We're going to get it figured out. Nah, that's just not it. It should have its own, like, you need to just import the Venmo layer. I don't even know how to. Here, go to the social. I don't know what's going on. When he imported the Venmo layer, just. Yeah, Robert, we're going to get it figured out for you. We're going to break down this pick coming up here in a second. Deontay Banks will give you my grade for this pick. Thank you, Abby. I'm actually going to do this boot right now. Classic little happy dad boot right here. Robert, we appreciate you. Happy Dad, not a sponsor, but a good seltzer. We appreciate it. I'm going to try to knock this boot back real quick. Here we go. Robert, this is for you. Let's get the double R's going back in the comments section. Double R's back in the comments section. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, my God, that burns. It's the carbonation, dude. It's the carbonation. Oh, my God. As we did, get a $300 Venmo from Robert Rodriguez. Bang!
Robert, 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 Robert.
Robert. Freaking.
Sorry for the delay there, Robert.
Sorry for the delay
But we got
there.
you.
But we got it figured out. I do want to let Robert know, because I would be, and I'm going to finish this in a second. I'll do it in a second. Coop. In fact, we have to let Robert know. Here on New York Giants Now, we offered a opportunity for Giants fans to buy and customize a jersey that we will wear on the channel. I will wear the jersey. You could pick the name and you could pick the number. You get to customize the jersey. It could say Robert Rodriguez on the back. As Robert says, that's $750 for today.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an animal.
What an animal. Jesus. That's incredible. But the offer is that we do, Robert, is this comes from bosses. I know it's a lot, but I am obligated to tell you this because this is what they want me to say. If you send $500 in Venmo, you already sent $300. We will get a jersey. We will get a jersey with whatever name and whatever number you want. And when it comes in, no one else can get that jersey number, and we wear that jersey on the show. So through all the watch parties next year, I'm going to be wearing jerseys of potential New York Giants Now viewers. $500 on Venmo is the price. I know it's a lot, but that is the price. It started on our Raiders channel. Our Raiders host, he has like 15 jerseys of loyal subscribers. Corinne, I agree. I'm going to talk to my bosses. About that. But I do just
Insane.
I can't say yes without getting yes from them. That's just unfortunately how it works. But Rob, I'm going to do my best to go to bat for you for that. You already won the sign. Oh, dude, I keep on cutting this freaking cut.
Ouch.
It burns. But $500 Venmo, and we get a jersey. And we get a jersey with whatever name, whatever number you get, and that number is retired. That number is retired, and we will wear that jersey on the show. I'm finishing this boot. Dude, it's just the bubbles. It's the bubbles that get you.
The bubbles get you.
Oh, there we go.
That'll help. As we have a $5 super chat from C-Note the Cyberpunk.
It came out so fast. Pause. All right, here we go.
It's a good pick, but I'm still pissed at the Vikings right now. Let's hope for Hyatt or Downs in the second round. Yeah, if you end up with Jalen Hyatt or Josh Downs in the second round, you address your two biggest needs as a team in receiver and corner. That would be a huge coup for Brian Daboll and the New York Giants.
Oh, my God.
You okay?
I'm struggling. Robert Rodriguez says, let's do 1,000 tomorrow, and we get 2 jerseys.
Oh, my.
Robert, if you do that.
You animal Robert.
Wow.
Okay.
Look, the ball is in your court, Robert. I will never doubt you. I just want Robert to be the first jersey we get.
I agree. No doubt.
I'm going to go to bat for him because I'm going to tell him he sent $300 on Venmo, and then he sent $400 on $450. He sent $450 on. That's got to be enough.
That's a jersey.
That's got to be a jersey. I'll talk to him.
Tyler Talbot with the $5 super chat. Jalen Hyatt at 57. TT. Joe Tippmann or Luke Whippler would be a dream. Marsh, the consensus seems like people want a receiver in round 2.
They want to set a receiver or center. They want a receiver or center in round 2. 100%.
And, I've thought about this, the draft over the past 10 years. It's boring when you pick a lineman. Sometimes linemen are necessary. They're not sexy. They're not the big names. They're not the guys you're watching in college football every Saturday. But linemen are the foundation of your team. And those are the guys you need to win. Jalen Hyatt would be great. As Marsh, I think you're done.
One more sip.
It's a lot of liquid. There it is.
Jesus.
You good?
No. My stomach hurts so bad. It's like an instant drunk.
Oh, it sucks.
I was already floating. I'm flying right now.
It sucks.
I'm flying.
To the dome.
Shit.
Well.
All right. Let's do this grades cut. Did they make the graphic with my grade?
Let me check. I
Let's
believe
check
so.
that, and then we'll roll.
Okay.
And then we'll roll. Shit. Oh, my gosh. Robert, you're an animal.
That's your grade?
Yes, it is.
Alrighty.
Is that fair?
I think so.
I think so, too.
I'll mute myself, so we'll talk to you.
Yeah. Whatever flow you got will flow. Robert, you are my boy. Robert, I'm going to go to bat for you with the bosses. You get a jersey. You got to get a jersey. Yeah, so let's roll through the pick. Let's talk about the pick, break him down, maybe a way in of you grade the pick, and then my grade, and then we get to 8. Maybe look at potential toppers, but I didn't like that list. It didn't have Mingo. It didn't have Mims. It didn't have Mingo, though. Why not? Whatever. Tom's tripping on that. Mingo's a dog. Yeah, let's just set a stopwatch. Go through all the draft graphics we have on him, on Banks, and I'll buy my time. Holy cap. Should I move over a depth chart for Giants corners, you think? I'll do that real quick. We're about to get rolling here. We're going to go through a full video that's going to go on the channel a little bit later, probably in about an hour or so, as my internet is messing up on my laptop. So give me a second. Having a whole bunch of technical difficulties today. A lot of people on the internet. Where do you think I should put him? Just as a backup for now?
Yeah, wherever you think you should go. Yeah,
D. Banks. Okay. It's a depth chart 3, so if you just want to grab that real quick. And then that'll go into depth chart. Just moving over some graphics so we can get you guys the best show possible. It's just trying to do a good job. Just trying to do a good job. Alrighty. It should be in there. Are you guys ready? What are you doing? Get out of the studio.
Who the frick was that?
F you, Trace. I love it. Dude, you were all over Breezy. You said Breezy like 5 times. You know ball.
Why you subscribe, dude?
Trace knows ball.
I'm a fucking genius. I went to Harvard or Arkansas.
Is who's the center from Arkansas? He's such a giant.
Dude, he's a fucking New York football
Round 3, he's a giant.
He's a New York football giant. I've never been more confident. All right, you ready to ride?
Robert Rodriguez is asking for a shout out for his cousin Mike. Mike, shout out to you. Let's go Big Blue.
Mike, you're a real one.
I want everyone in the chat right now to type Mike in the comment section. Have our backs. Type Mike in the comment section. Show him some love. Show him some love. Let's go. I think it should be good. 3-2. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Mike. 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 Type those mics. Robert, big day tomorrow. We're just, that would be great. That was great. Rob, I do have a request. Rob, send me your shipping address on IG. Rob, send me your shipping address on IG. Me and Coop, we will sign this and we will send it to you. Send me your shipping address on Instagram, Rob, so we can get you this sign. The winner of our day 1 giveaway. Tomorrow, he said it's sent. I don't have it, so make sure you sent it, unless my phone's bugging out. Tomorrow, our giveaway, we have a New York Giants flag. Our day 3 giveaway, I'm going to keep that one a secret. The day 3 giveaway is my favorite. The day 3 giveaway is my favorite. Okay, you already got it. I got it. My man down in Florida. I don't want to reveal your stuff, but Robert, appreciate you. Coop, without further ado, let's talk about Deontay Banks. Deontay Banks, you are a New York football giant. With the 24th pick in round 1 of the 2023 NFL Draft, Joe Shane and the New York Giants select Deontay Banks, the cornerback out of Maryland. Before we talk about Banks, let's talk about how they acquired the 6-foot corner out of Maryland. The Giants, they did own the 25th pick in the draft, but they had to move up to go and get their guy, Deontay Banks. They moved from the 25th slot to get up to 24. They jumped just one slot to guarantee themselves the chance to go and select Deontay Banks. There were still a lot of players that I liked on the board. Joey Porter Jr., Deontay Banks. You could have went with an edge rusher and Nolan Smith. You could have went with Brian Branch. There was a whole bunch of players you could have went through. But the Giants, they felt, and probably true, that there was other teams that they were competing with to trade up to 24 to select Banks. Did they give up maybe a little bit too much? Sure, I wouldn't be against saying that, but I'm going to be honest. I think it costs to be the boss. They got to pay the piper, and Joe Shane did that to go select their guy. Look, they gave up pick 160 and 240 to move up to go get, in my opinion, the number 4 corner in this draft. I had Joey Porter Jr. at number 3, but obviously there's something wrong with Joey Porter Jr. right now. He continues to fall in draft boards, and he was not selected in round 1. Let's talk about Banks, the player profile. I had him as the number 21 player in this draft. That comes from Tom Downey, our Chat Sports draft expert. But look, Banks is a strong tackler with fascinating size and great athletic testing. 6 foot, 200 pounds, ran a 4.3 40. He is an absolute menace to society. He doesn't miss tackles. He just missed one last year for Maryland. He is a great tackler. He had 29 solo tackles, just 1 missed tackle, and he can mirror guys well in man-to-man coverage and still has room to grow as a cover guy. Limited ball production, only had 1 interception, and a little bit grabby sometimes at the top of routes, 8 flags in 2022. But what I love about Deontay Banks, and we'll get to the measurables and stuff in a second, last year for Maryland, he had 359 press coverage snaps. That's the 27th most in college football, and he played man coverage for 203 snaps. He is a man-to-man press coverage corner, but also has shown the ability to be a zone corner. He played 391 snaps in zone last year, but 359 press coverage snaps. Deontay Banks is everything Wink Martindale wants in a cover corner, and he is an absolute freak, ladies and gentlemen. 6 foot, 200 pounds, 4.3, 540, a 42-inch vertical. There's a reason this guy's going round 1. I know you may have wanted Joey Porter Jr. Nobody in round 1 wanted Joey Porter Jr. I would have been fine with Brian Branch, but to be honest with you, with the way the board played out, there was one guy I wanted, and it was Deontay Banks, 42-inch vert, 11 feet, 4-inch broad jump, 4.3, 540. He is quick, he is fast, he is strong, and he is a press man coverage corner with good size. 6 foot, 200 pounds. Giants, they got a player. They got a player in Deontay Banks. We'll continue to break him down. But I want to get you guys involved early on in today's show. Grade the pick for me. Grade the pick for me. A, B, C, D, or F. Sound off for me down in the comments section. Let me know. Grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F. I want to hear from you guys down below. When you look at the raw stats for Deontay Banks, he had 38 tackles, 1 interception, 8 pass breakups, didn't have a forced fumble. What I like about him is he is an outside covered corner, and that is what he did for Maryland last year. He had 618 snaps at the outside position, and like we talked about, 359 snaps in a press coverage role. Banks is sticky without needing to use his size. That's a rarity for a 200-plus pound corner, and it's scary to think what he could become once he learns to use that size advantage consistently. Banks has the athletic skill set and tackling ability to wear many hats in a defense. His best role may even be a L'Jarius Sneed-esque big slot at the next level. He can do it all, and I feel like if Wink Martindale could create a corner in a lab, Deontay Banks is the prototype that he would roll with. When you look at what Dane Brugler of The Athletic, one of the best draft guys in the game, said Banks needs to add more discipline to his play style, but when he trusts his technique, he has the size, athleticism, and physicality of an NFL starter. He projects best as an outside press man cornerback with upside in zone looks. I had the grade at a B+, But you know what? Let's ride. I'm giving it an A. The only reason I had it at a B+ is because of what you had to give up to move one pick. But when you talk about the player, you talk about the spot that you picked him in round 1, I give the pick of Joe Shane, Deontay Banks, an A overall. I know it says B+, but I was factoring in the trade. The player is an A. The overall selection is a B+ when you factor in what you had to give up for Deontay Banks. Press man corner, physical, very athletic. What else do you want? He is sticky in coverage. He's strong. He's physical at the line of scrimmage. I'm a fan. And we'll break down this corner depth chart back in a second. But, man, Giants got better today, and they got a damn good football player. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because we're not the type of channels that just break down the day 1 picks. We're going to go live for day 2, and we're going to go live for day 3. So subscribe and turn your notifications on because when the Giants make a move, when the Giants make a pick, we make a video. And I want to do this right now. If you are subscribed to the channel, type real one down below in the comments section so I know who the real ones are. Coming into the draft, I felt like corner, receiver, and center were the biggest needs for the New York Football Giants. Adoree Jackson, I believe, is top 15, top 20 corner in the NFL. But the thing is, he has an injury history. Missed some time last year, and he's on the last year of his current contract with the New York Giants. So you get a guy in Deontay Banks that you pick at number 25. That's not only going to help the team now, but also in the future. You have now turned this room that was once a weakness into a strong suit. No more Fabian Moreau. No more Nick McLeod being your outside starting corners. You got Adoree Jackson. You got Deontay Banks, who you just picked 24th overall. Cordell Flott was a top 100 pick last year as well. You got Aaron Robinson, who was a 3rd-round pick, and Darnay Holmes has a lot of experience in the slot. You also signed Amani Oruwariye, who is someone that is also a decent player. Didn't play that well last year for the Detroit Lions, but the year before that, he was a solid player, and I believe had 6 interceptions. Deontay Banks is going to make this team better. Think about it like this. When Adoree Jackson went out last year, the Giants became one of the worst pass defenses in the National Football League. And now you get a guy that can align on the opposite side of Adoree Jackson. And you can line up 2 corners that can really shut down opposing wide receivers. There will be a little bit of a learning curve for Deontay Banks. Corners are one of the harder positions in the National Football League to transition from college to the NFL right away. But I feel like with time and with the great coaching of the Giants defense, especially with Wink Martindale and especially the DB coach they have on this team, it's not going to be long before Deontay Banks is a starting corner on this team. 6 foot, 200 pounds, press man coverage, 4'3", 40, 42-inch vertical. Deontay Banks is a special player. I do want to look ahead to round 2 a little bit because I know a lot of people wanted the Giants to select a wide receiver in round 1, but the 4 picks before the Giants were on the clock, you saw Jackson Smith-Njigba go. You saw Quentin Johnston go. You saw Jordan Addison go. And then you saw Zay Flowers go. Flowers actually went before Jordan Addison. But some of the guys that I'm looking for in round 1, I'm looking at Mingo, the wide receiver, out of Ole Miss. I'm also looking at some of these other guys on screen. Marvin Mims, Rashee Rice, and Jonathan Mingo are my 3 top guys that I'm looking for the Giants to go ahead and select in round 2. They also may look at the center position. You got John Michael Schmitz. You got Joe Tippmann. You got Whitepler. You got Ricky Stromberg. I believe the Giants are going to go with either a center or wide receiver in round 2, and then I think they will go with the opposite position in round 3. Joe Shane is a BPA guy, no doubt about it, best player available, but he also likes to find the best player available at a position of need. That's what he did a lot of times last year. That's what he's doing this year. Giants needed a corner. He got the best one on the board. So I want to ask you guys this question. With 2 picks slotted for the Giants to make on day 2, who do you want the Giants to draft? I love Jonathan Mingo. I would love Marvin Mims. I would love Rashee Rice at SMU. Maybe you trade up for a guy. There's some good players that fell in round 1. I know some people are going to want Joey Porter Jr. in round 1, and that's why you may not love Deontay Banks. But there's a reason that Joey Porter Jr. did not get drafted in round 1. Giants, they made a damn good pick. Don't listen to anyone that says this is not a good pick. This is a great pick, and I think one of the better picks in this draft. You match a player that, in my opinion, was one of the best on the board. I had Joey Porter Jr. a little bit above Deontay Banks, probably right here, but I think there's something about Joey Porter Jr. The Cowboys didn't take him. No one took him in round 1. I think it was something. I appreciate everybody that tuned into today's video as well as the live stream that we had for round 1. We're going to try to go live at some point day 2 tomorrow. Even if we don't go live, we'll have a pick video 457 as well for the round 3 pick. So lock us in, subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/NYGiantsTV. We put out videos every day, all year long. We're live for the draft. We're live for free agency. We're live for the NFL trade deadline. And we go live for every single game day here on the channel. So hit that sub button. Help us get to 30,000 subs. If you made it this far in the video, be a real one. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's freaking go. So what do we need to get off and push that out? Someone highlight cutting? How does that work? My guy, Mr. Assassin, said, what up, Marsh? Long time no see. Big Day says, pick best player available. That's a wide receiver. Coop, do you have a wide receiver in round 2 that you like? Not that I like, that you like.
I like Marvin Mims personally. I watched a lot of him at Oklahoma. I think he's a dynamic receiver. I think he fits right in with this Giants offense.
20 yards per catch last year. 50 catches over 1,000 yards.
And that's in an offense that was not very good last year as well. So he carried a lot of the load, and I think he could fit right in.
Yeah. I have a little bit of worry about drops with Marvin Mims. Had a couple of concentration drops, I felt like, in OU. But, man, the receivers I'm looking at are Rashee Rice, Jonathan Mingo, and Marvin Mims. Those are the 3 receivers I'm looking at. No doubt about it. Those are the guys I'm looking at. I'm seeing some people give the pick an A, a B+, a B, an A. I don't know how you can gripe about this pick at all. You needed a corner. You got the best one in the draft that was still available. I'm sure a lot of you guys wanted Joey Porter Jr. I wanted Joey Porter Jr., but when the pick was made, I was on our main live draft coverage, and Tom Downey said, who do I want? I said Deontay Banks. Clearly, Joey Porter Jr. has fallen for a reason. He's fallen in the draft for a reason. So I don't think it's anything to sweat. I have a question for you, Coop.
Yes, sir.
If his name was Joey Johnson,
ooh, good
how would
question.
you feel about him?
Probably not as good, right?
Exactly. Exactly. What about if it was Deontay Porter Jr.?
Probably not as good.
Yeah, like if Deontay Banks was the son of Joey Porter, you'd feel better about it.
You're feeling great. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're feeling great. But the fact is that Joey Porter obviously has a big name to live up to. We don't know. Clearly he wasn't taken in round 1 because there are some red flags.
I told you guys on the video on Tuesday that the Giants had mixed feelings about Joey Porter Jr. I told you that. But you guys just call it rumors and you usually just complain. So whatever, right? Whatever.
Billy AZ concert guy with the $5 super chat.
$5 super chat. Shout out to Billy AZ, the concert guy. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Or it says got it, so maybe they're going to handle it.
Yeah, I think they are. Let's ride.
Let's freaking go. Coop. You know what I'm probably most excited about?
What's up?
And I could be wrong. Because there was people in the Giants building I heard that were really high on Mazi Smith. That seemed like a reach to me.
Mazi Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, he's a run stopper, but you know what I said? Who cares? Who runs the football anymore? How many teams run the football? I know run stopping is the foundation of defense, and you need to be able to stop the run before you do anything else. But man, if I'm the Cowboys and I see Nolan Smith there, I see Joey Porter Jr. there. I think I'm taking one of those guys.
Brian Branch.
Brian Branch. I know they signed Donovan Wilson, but if Branch is profiling as a nickel, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love it.
Want to hear a crazy stat about Deontay Banks?
I would love to.
He only allowed 50-plus yards receiving in a game one time in his college career.
That's insane.
One time in his college career, he allowed more than 50 yards receiving. I'm not seeing much negativity about this pick because there is no negativity about this pick. You got a big, strong, fast corner that I think is really going to make this team better. Billy AZ Concert Guy, you sent your first ever super chat in. We
Real one.
appreciate you. Let's go hit Cino and Tyler's super chat real quick.
Let's do it.
And then we'll do Franklin's super chat as well. Every super chat you send in on the show, we're going to pop it up on screen. We're going to talk about it. If you send in a $50 super chat, we're going to do a beer shot fun race. So let's roll. Tyler says Jalen Hyatt at 57 and Joe Tippmann or Luke Weipler would be a dream. Jalen Hyatt at 57 would be awesome. He's the most explosive player at the wide receiver position in this draft. Giants could use a vertical threat, no doubt about it. But I have my eyes more so on Rashee Rice and Jonathan Mingo. Those are the two guys I'm looking for. Tyler, we appreciate you. C-Note with a $5 super chat. We're getting to this one a little bit late. C-Note, thank you for sticking around, Brody. We got a whole bunch of moving parts. Joseph says no Tyler Scott love. I like Tyler Scott. I don't like him at 57, though. Maybe 89 when you're on the clock in round 3, but I don't like him at 57, Joseph. C-Note says it's a good pick, but I'm still pissed at the Vikings right now. Let's hope for Hyatt or Downs. I would have liked Jordan Addison, but
It's pretty crazy that those 4 receivers went in a row.
Back to back.
You had Smith-Njigba, you had Addison. We can recap it here.
Yeah, it went Jackson, Smith-Njigba, it went Quentin Johnston, it went Flowers, then it went Addison. Flowers, then Addison. And here they are right here up on screen. And right before Quentin Johnston, it was Jackson, Smith-Njigba to the Seattle Seahawks. But Coop, when he got to pick 20, this is when I was on live on our main channel, I said, Johnston's there, Flowers is there, Addison is there, Banks is there, as well as Joey Porter Jr. and Brian Branch. You were going to get one of my guys at that time.
Absolutely. And look, I think you ended up with a guy who I think the Giants are happy with, and I think is going to make an instant impact on the Giants.
I think it tells you a lot about them, Coop, that they traded up to get this guy. They didn't want to miss him.
Absolutely.
They didn't want to miss him.
And they traded up one spot to get him. They thought he was going at 24.
They thought someone else. They knew because the Jags were at 24, Coop.
Yep.
They moved down to 25. Then they moved down again.
Yep.
So the Jags were moving that pick. Here's Deontay Banks. I want to hear what he says. He was not at the draft. There's a video right here. I'm trying to hear what he said.
Let's ride.
Deontay Banks says, Giants fans, I'm here. Let's do it. There were some concerns, Coop, at the Combine that he wasn't the greatest on the whiteboard.
Who cares?
But obviously the Giants checked that out, and they found that it didn't matter.
How do you feel about this cornerback depth chart? So do you think Banks is challenging Robinson for that starting job?
I think Banks is going to challenge Robinson for that starting job. But look, he's got to beat out Cordell Flott, Coop, who, I don't know if you remember, Flott had that key pass breakup on 3rd down against the Vikings in the playoffs. Before on that 4th down, they threw it to T.J. Hawkinson, who was 8 yards short of the 1st down. Over the middle on K.J. Osborne, Cordell Flott had that pass breakup. So Flott, I think, could be the outside corner too, or could slide in at the slot. Darnay Holmes continues to get cooked by CeeDee Lamb. He's an extremely grabby corner. I don't love Holmes. I think he's a solid depth piece. He's not my favorite starting slot. But I do believe Deontay Banks could be, by week 3, your starting outside corner. And that's kind of what you're expecting, right, with a top 24 pick.
Yeah, when you're picking in the top 25, you're expecting a guy who's going to come in right away and be a starter.
Oh, man.
That boot getting to you?
The boot's getting to me. The boot's getting to me. As we did get a $10 super chat.
Jay Tizzle? My Whizzle.
Jay Tizzle, my Whizzle. That's an elite name. So Boston, the Celtics won.
They did. Closed it out.
Oh, man.
I didn't see what your hockey Rangers did.
I don't think they came back. I don't think my Rangers came back. Jay Tizzle says, dub pick. We got to trade up in the second round for Mingo. He will be gone at 57, then the center in 3. Rangers did not win.
4-0 shutout.
They got
the Devils.
S. So they're down 3-2 right now.
Correct. Going back to the Garden.
Losing in round 1 would be an utter disappointment.
After you traded for Patrick Kane and Vladimir Tarasenko, yes, it would be.
Stupid ass hockey playoff rules. Why
trash.
is the 3 seed playing the 2 seed?
It's trash. Franklin Henry with the $1 super chat. We appreciate you, my man.
Robert Rodriguez says, do you want another boot? What do we set the another boot price at, Coop?
That's up to you, man, because I physically cannot do a boot.
So we're probably at 135 right now.
Correct.
And then he sent the 300 on Venmo. That's 165.
I'm scared.
If you send in 200, Robert, I'll do another boot. Screw it. I'm already fucked. Might as well. My stomach is in shambles right now, but I'll do it for the real ones. As Franklin Henry sends in $1 super chat. Franklin, we appreciate it, Brody. Jay Tizzle says, dub pick. Oh, if the Giants trade up for Mingo, I'm going to be so happy. My only thing I'm worried about, Coop, is that the Giants don't have another trade up in them because they already traded 2 picks.
Well, you still have 7 picks available, right?
You still have 7 picks. I'm going to pull up the picks that you do still have available right now. So you got pick 57. You got pick 89. You got pick 128. You got pick 172. You got pick 209. You got pick 243 and 254.
So you still have the ammo to move up if you want. If you want.
So you still have a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and 2 sevens.
Still have the ammo.
And 2 sevens. If Mingo's there at 45, you got to think about it, right? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's probably the range. Are we doing a boot? We're doing a boot! Let's go! I'm getting it ready.
Everybody type double R in the comment
right?
section. Because Robert Rodriguez bang! A $200 Venmo!
Let's go!
Oh my God. Robert.
Do you need me to go refill the boot?
Yes.
Do you want me to see if someone else will do it, or are you...
I owe it for Robert.
You owe it for Robert. All right.
I owe it for Robert.
Reach over a little more. Thank you.
I owe it for Robert.
I'll be back.
Robert.
We'll get... That jersey is yours, man.
Robert, the jersey is yours. The first ever jersey we're going to get. Robert, send me the number you want on the jersey. Remember, Robert, no one else can pick this number, and I'm going to wear this jersey on stream. Robert, number of the jersey and the name you want in the back. If you put it in the chat right here, I'll copy it and I'll have it, or you can send it to me on Instagram. Robert has already been the Giants Now MVP of today's show. We're going to set him this side. We're also going to get a jersey for him for me to win on the channel, and then we'll probably send it to him at a later date. But all summer long, live shows during the week, videos, for game days next year. Robert, we're wearing the jersey, Brody. We're wearing the jersey. Number, name, I need it. I need it, Rob. I need it. Thank you, Robert. Forever. Thank you so much. So last night, I'll just give you guys a little look into my life a little bit. Robert, not Robert. Robert's on my mind because he's a freaking legend. Last night, so I do our Knicks coverage as well here.
Because he's got maxed out at 500.
Is this what we want?
Is it not what you want?
Hold on. I want to ask you something. Hold on.
Okay.
Look at your Slack.
Yeah. Yes. Is that not what you wanted?
For Robert. For Robert. For the Bubs. For the Bubs. Robert. Number 3. Double R. Like RR or double R is the word. I got number 3. That's going to be a legend. Just RR on the back or double R? RR or double R? Let me know. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so hungover tomorrow. We got to do it all again. So what I was trying to tell you is, so I do our Knicks coverage here on the for Chat Sports as well. And like last night when the Knicks won the series against the Cavs, I don't know, I just got kind of emotional because it was just like, I get to freaking do this for a job. I get to freaking do this for a job because of perfect. As we got another Happy Dad boot. Look at the Bubs. Look at the Bubs. Double R spelled out. Deal. Deal, Robert. Deal. Double
R?
Double space R. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Number 3.
Okay.
Number 3. A little Sterling Shep. I like that. So no one else. No, this is not vodka. This is a Happy Dad boot. I already did one of them. So I'm going to probably kill myself after this one. But what I was going to say is the fact I get to do this for a job, and I'm probably the luckiest guy at Chat Sports because I get to cover my childhood favorite team in the Giants. I get to cover my childhood favorite team in the New York Knicks. And it's because of people like you guys, everyone watching right now. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without the awesome audience, without the awesome engagement that you guys show. So for that, I just want to say thank you, man. Like, I'm just a kid that wanted to work in sports one day, and
We love you, Marshy.
we get to freaking do it for the Giants
freaking
and
go.
Knicks. Fucking pretty crazy, man. It's everyone in the chat. You guys are awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. Wow. It's pretty crazy. Pretty freaking crazy.
So
This scares me, dude.
Rob Rod, as I'm gonna call him.
I like Rob Rod.
Rob Rod.
Double R.
Is that 1,000 total that he sent?
950.
950?
950.
That's insane. Rob Rod, you're wild, dude.
We owe you. We owe you. That's all I can say. That's all you can say. Super chats don't go to me, but I'll tell you this much. They when the bosses see them, they're like, this is what they'll say.
Oh,
Shit.
Marsh.
We did 2,000 in super chats on Giants yesterday. We got to go live again.
That's exactly what'll happen.
That's what's gonna happen because of you guys. So like,
You might die.
this is gonna suck.
Do you want help?
No, Robert would not. I'm not letting that happen.
Okay.
My belly. My belly.
Wave Nino said 950 in a recession with inflation is like gold.
He's a goat. Tommy, for one, says, watch, his face is going to get red.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I think it already looks pretty red.
Nah.
And I'm definitely...
You're okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much. We have quesadillas out there, and
Thing is I don't know if we do.
there's food out there somewhere.
There is.
And I'm going to go eat that after this.
We have some crumble cookie.
Cookies.
We have chips.
Dude, what has been your favorite flavor cookie we got today? 'Cause
Dude,
I have an easy answer.
It's the buttermilk pancake.
That's 2 for me.
So good.
The blueberry muffin.
I didn't have that one.
Do you like blueberry muffins?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This has like legit blueberries in there. Like,
That sounds gas.
pause, you bite into it, and it's like kind of wet.
Really?
Like the
That's
berry is
lit.
like, it's, all right.
Here goes Marshy.
Deontay Banks, you are a New York football giant.
Everyone spam Marsh in the chat. He works his ass off for you guys. He puts
Robert.
his body on the line.
Robert, stop it. Look at his last chat.
Dog. Marsh.
I don't know how I can make it work because we have to be live for the games. Dude, I have
You
to
gotta
be
go.
there. I'd kill a man to go to a Knicks playoff game in Miami.
You got to go. Tell Brett.
He wouldn't let me.
Thing is, you just do it. Me and Rolly can... Seeps, Rolly and me can tag team the Knicks. Watchy, while you go. When is game 3? And when is game 4? Game 1 is Sunday. So I assume it's between like...
I actually had it right here. Give me a second. Dude, I am make it live from the
Dude. You gotta go.
Robert.
We'll get back to you.
I'm going to see what I can do. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Rob, are you a Knicks or a Heat fan? Got to be Knicks, right?
Gotta be a Knicks if he's watching this channel. He said next Saturday is game 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are they going
It's
Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday?
Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday.
So there's 3 days off?
3 days off.
What is that BS by the NBA? Marsh, it's a Saturday. You gotta go. He's conflicted.
I would. It says, hit me on Instagram. Robert. And he's a Knicks fan. Oh, my gosh.
Well, Robert, number one, we do have a Knicks channel.
We do
that
have
Marsh
a Knicks
hosts.
channel that I host. We go live for every single game day. I think next Sunday and Monday.
YouTube.com/KnicksTV.
Yeah, if you just type Knicks Now by Chat Sports, Rob, that's our channel.
Wow. That's quite the proposition.
In Miami.
Marsh is going to be at 11 next to the table with Drizzy.
I don't think I'd make it out of there alive. I would be talking so much shit.
Oh, yeah.
If the
you might need
Knicks-
security.
If the Knicks won while I was down there,
It'd be a movie.
Robert says I do watch. Robert, I could never doubt you.
Robert, you're a homie. We knew that.
Jay Tizzle says you can't not go.
Kind of agree with them, but we do have work obligations.
Ow.
Like I said, Seeps, Rolly, I won't be here. Seeps and Rolly. I don't know.
I've never been to a Knicks playoff game.
Oh, dude.
Dude,
You got to go.
That would be so
Gotta
lit.
go.
That'd be so lit. All right. Jay Tizzle says you stream it there.
I'll be honest. The Wi-Fi in that arena Poverty.
Trash?
Poverty.
It's got to be.
Poverty.
He says, I roll with big guys. He's got my back if we talk.
Let's go then.
Because Robert, I'm pretty passionate about the Knicks. Because I've never seen this shit. I'm 28 years old. I've never seen the Knicks be fucking good. I've never seen it.
I'm jealous that you guys have Jalen Brunson as a Mavs fan.
You only live once, and that's a hard opportunity to pass up on. But it's unfortunately probably not my decision. We'll see what they say.
You have to ask.
I owe it to myself to ask.
Yeah.
Because, Robert, fucking cheers.
Spam Marsh, let's go. Boot going down. Tyler Talbot coming in with another super chat. My man.
This may be a sipper.
It's a sipper. Let me know if you need help with it. Tyler Talbot.
Oh, my God. TT with a $5 super chat. I'm going to give it my best effort right here.
Is this one a chug?
I'm going to do my best.
All right. TT, I'm getting your super chat on screen here. Give me 1 second.
Rob, as soon as I figure out, I'll know, Brody. Big Dave has been hating on me all night long in the chat.
What a hater.
It's okay, though, Big Dave. I have love for you. I have love for you.
He said, which do you want, a Knicks win or a new liver?
A Knicks win. I'd rather have a Knicks
I think
win.
a Knicks win as well.
I've never seen the Knicks play in the conference finals.
That's crazy.
I've never seen that.
Tyler Talbot says, would you trade Barkley for more picks in this draft? Still a lot of holes to fill: center, wide receiver, edge, running back. I don't think you trade Saquon Barkley at this point. You have him on the franchise tag, if I'm correct, which is $10.09 million. I think you keep Barkley on that franchise tag for the year and then see what happens. Maybe you sign him. If you don't sign him, you let him go and you draft a running back next year. You can always find good running backs in the later rounds and still keep Barkley, too. So, that's an option.
Holy shit. C-Note says, my team's the Giants, Heat, and Rangers. C-Note, I love you, but it's F you for the next 2 weeks. If you're a Miami Heat fan, I don't care if my mother was a Miami Heat fan. It's F you to the next 2 weeks. Oh, yes.
Oh, that felt great. That sounded like it hurt, I'll be honest.
It felt so good. It felt so good. Holy fucking shit.
Tyler Talbot says he's Yankees, Knicks, Giants. That's what you are as well, Marsh. And the Rangers, Hockey Rangers, of course. Down 3-2, unfortunately. We have 2 more days of this. Deontay Banks is a New York Giant. They have 7 more picks. They will be maybe 7 more New York Giants.
Oh, my God.
Are you okay?
Dude, I'm struggling.
Do I need to finish the boot?
I would never let Robert down.
You never let Robert down, but Marshall is greatly struggling right now. I can't confirm. Jay Tizzle, my whizzle, says Giants, Mets, Rangers. Tommy says you need to eat some street fajita tacos right now. I think we have some quesadillas.
B. Baloli's in the chat.
B. Baloli, let's go.
Baloli, what's your prediction for Knicks Heat? What's your prediction for Knicks Heat, Baloli? Holy fuck, dude. This hurts. You know when your stomach is flexed and you could I can't push in on my tummy.
That you never want that.
Oh, yes.
That's good.
Baloli says Knicks in 6.
I like it. I think it's Knicks in 5.
He says we're minus 160 on FanDuel. We were also plus 180 in round 1, and good thing I bet Knicks money line.
F the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell.
F Donovan Mitchell, fraud.
What a puss bag.
Robert, did you see what he said?
Robert?
Yeah.
Maybe, Robert. Maybe there will be no little Marshies running around.
But I would never quit. I would never quit. Just give me a sec. Oh, Robert freaking Rodriguez.
C-Note says it might be a 6-7 game series. Could be 6.
Piss off, C-Note.
C-Note, as a neutral, not a Knicks nor a Heat fan, I think it's a 6-game series with the Knicks on top.
I got Knicks in 6 as well.
And I also think the Knicks could beat the Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 76ers.
Dude, you know like when you're really fucked up
Yeah.
and your mouth starts like,
Foreman?
yeah,
Yeah.
pause. It's like when you're about to eat sour candy.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's happening right now. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to finish this here boot,
And then we're done?
and then I got to go because I'm probably going to throw up. Probably going to go throw up. But I'll do it for Rob. I'll do it for Rob. Everybody right now, type double R in the chat.
Let's go. Get it going.
Get it in the chat for my man, Double R, the MVP of today's show. Time do we gotta be at work tomorrow?
Probably 11? Would be my guess.
All right. Here we go. Deontay Banks, this is for you.
Everyone spam chug. Oh, he can't do it. Ladies and gentlemen. Do you need the Heimlich?
No, not this time.
He said you don't have to. Bro.
I have to. I have to. Dude, it hurts.
Yeah. That's why I can't do it.
And now I'm yawning. That's my body telling me it's shutting down.
Oh, yeah. It's 12:04. We've been here since 11. 13 hours
My man
ongoing.
Rob said he's got to wake up at 4:30.
Rob does?
Yeah.
Double R?
Rob,
You're wild with that.
what do you got to wake up for?
Rob, if you're in Miami, like I believe you are, or at least on the East Coast, it is already 1 a.m., dude. Wow. Marsh, you have about 30% of it left.
That's 30%? Shit.
They've given you an out.
No.
No, we're not scared.
My nose is running. My eyes are watering. Are my eyes even open anymore?
It looks like you had about 4 bleezies.
I wish I had 4 bleezies. My man Rob's got work. I look baked. I'm not, though. Wish I was. I'm zooted off the frickin' boots. I don't think I can do it, dude. I don't think I can do it.
If you can't do it, that's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Do you want me to finish it?
No, I got it.
I will finish it. If
Why
you
do
can't
we still have 130 people watching?
They love this. This is entertainment at its finest. You can do it, Marshall Green.
Holy shit. All right.
Hold your breath.
What I'm going to
Just go
say
for
is, Coop, I'm going to need a ride home.
I got you.
I'm going to need a ride
Don't
home
worry.
from Coop.
I got you.
It's only the foot. Well, it's up. That's a good ankle, too. It's not just the foot. It's up to the ankle.
Up to the ankle. It's like a low-cut sock.
Holy shit.
Antonio says,
Stop talking, dude.
okay, you just want me to stop talking? All right, I'm not going to talk.
It's at the point where anytime someone talks, it's funny.
Antonio Ortiz, he said Marshall Green is about to turn green. You ain't wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, I'm going to stop talking. You told me to.
Holy shit.
Cino says quiet game. Thing is we're on YouTube, so we really can't be quiet. I really can't be silent. Otherwise, my bosses would get mad at me while Marsh does the boot.
I gotta do is wish.
Oh my God, you are drunk.
All right, it's time. It's time.
It's time.
Na 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 na
Na na na na. Hey. Goodbye.
Oh my God, I don't want to do it.
Do you need me to do it?
No. No. I feel like Sperry right now.
1 out of 10, scale your drunkenness.
It's a good 9, to be honest.
Oh my Lord.
It's a good 9. All right.
All right. Marsh
Keep
is
yawning.
going to finish this. Then we're going to sign off. He can't do it. We'll sign off if we need. Don't throw up, please.
I'm not throwing
I
up.
beg you.
Dude, I don't know if I can do it.
Do you need me to do it? I'll do it. I'll finish it.
I don't think I can.
I'll
Fuck,
finish it.
Darnell said do it for Banks.
I'll finish it.
I'm being a pussy. I got to man up. Well, I'm sorry if that offended anyone.
You can't be scared.
Can't be scared. Darnell believes in me. Darnell believes in me.
Wave Nino says, give it to me. Sounds like the chat believes in you. Hold your breath.
I'm just like kind of waiting for like my stomach to stop hurting so much. I'm hoping it passes.
I don't know if that'll happen.
Antonio says stop.
Oh man.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, that's good. That's good for the program.
Big Dave has gone from this man needs to stop drinking and needs a new liver to says, bro, you got this. Rob says, bring it to Miami.
Rob will finish it.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. I am going to be no help to anybody out there.
That's why we're in here.
Big Dave says, you won me over. Let's ride. What's the plan?
Doesn't involve us, so we're okay.
It hurts. It hurts. It's not even the fact that I'm. All right, I'm definitely drunk, but it's
Your stomach hurts.
my stomach
Yeah.
hurts.
I feel that.
Are y'all gonna look at me different if I can't finish?
Dude, they all said that you're good and you don't have to. And I volunteered to finish it.
See how the cut's doing.
Cut's doing okay.
Not great.
It's all right.
It's kind of the part about picking at 24. Not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Maybe it heats up in the morning. I don't think I could do it anymore, guys. I thought I could.
I'll do it, bro. You want me to finish it?
Am I lame if I pass it?
I'll come up there and do it.
Well, you can just do it right there.
All right.
But am I lame if I pass it?
I don't think so. Nick's Galaxies, give it to Jeff, called an assist. Hey, I'll finish the layup. You
I'm
did all
sorry.
the work. You hit the high pick and roll. You came off the screen. All you're doing is throwing up the lob, and I'm Mitch Robb going to dunk it.
I'm sorry, guys.
Cheers.
I let you down.
I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear it slam down, but cheers.
I'm sorry. I let you down. I let you down. Coop, 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 coop. In the twist. Coop, 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 coop. Bang!
That's all we needed to do.
I'm sorry, guys.
Don't be sorry.
I feel terrible. I feel bad. I think Rob, Double R, thinks I'm a fraud now.
Wave Nino, shout out to you, my dog. I appreciate you.
I'm such a pussy.
No, you're not.
I'm such a
You're not. I promise.
Oh, my God. Tommy stopped believing.
Hey, don't make Marsh feel guilty. He's done a great job tonight. He took down, was this boot number 3?
Boot 2, but we did 2 shot
Boot
funds.
2 plus 2 shot funds? Marsh is freaking schmammered, and guess what? We have to be back at work tomorrow to do rounds 2 and 3 of the 2023 NFL Draft. Which, I believe, give me 1 second. We have this.
Cooked. What is that?
The thummy?
Who made that?
No comments.
Jeez.
We will be live for round 2 and 3, day 2 of the 2023 NFL Draft tomorrow. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. If the Giants do something crazy, we'll be here again. And I'll be honest, with 2,000 total, I mean, we deserve another live slot, but we'll see.
We do.
Well, another super chat. Wow. A Fizzle 30 the God, his first ever super chat. My man. We appreciate you, A Fizzle.
Hey, Fizzle. Who is that picture of?
Is that Juice WRLD?
That's Juice.
It is.
Juice is dope.
R.I.P. Juice.
R.I.P. Juice. Hey, Fizzle 30 the God.
Thanks, ugly God.
Dude, I gotta go home.
Well then, Marsh.
I think I'm gonna go to the restroom and force myself to throw up.
Good idea. We'll sign it off.
Alrighty. The Giants selected Deontay Banks. You know that by now.
You guys are amazing. You make all this happen.
I'm scared the next burp might actually be a throw up. All right, I gotta go.
We'll see you guys. Peace.
See you
Appreciate
tomorrow.
you.